And it just wrapped up.
Yeah. Hey, me too. Oh yes, it still stands as that, and I really doubt anything's going to change that, honestly. Oh, thanks, man. And everything's pretty good. Just ready for a nice long chill stream where we talk about facts and a lot of nostalgia, I guess. Everyone's already been bringing that up. I feel old. Two people said they were born in 2001 when this game came out.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Ah, I know, but I'm older than you, so I can say that.
Not much. I'm just excited to get going on this. For me, it's completely blind. I don't know anything about the story. We just did the first game 2 weeks ago, but already looking at the opening credits, I was fanboying so hard seeing Jennifer Hale and Quentin Flynn in there. My inner
Mhm.
Bioshock Infinite fanboy was going hardcore there. Absolutely, absolutely. Mhm. All right, so they're saying they can only hear us; they can't hear you too well. Yeah.
Oh, for Christ's sake, I had my goddamn mic muted. What the hell? I,
His mic is muted, guys.
jeez. Yeah, sorry guys. I mean, I've been doing streams on OBS for what, a year, almost 2 years now, and I still can't figure out the frickin' mute button. Oh, great. So, yeah, so just to go over what we were just doing quickly, that's Steve, that's Gaming University. We're gonna play the greatest game ever. Metal Gear Solid 2 is my favorite, it's Steve's favorite. Okay, now, just very quickly before we get started, well, actually, no, it's gonna start. I'll, get to what I'm gonna say after we're done. Alright.
That's funny. So
No,
some
that's
people in
where we
chat are
were
asking if
2
you're
years
Chinese,
ago.
Max.
We had classified intelligence that a new
Why?
type
I
of
don't
Metal
know.
Gear was scheduled for transport.
Yeah, there's a couple
The whole
people who
thing
are wondering
stank,
about
but
this.
our noses have been out in the cold too long.
Nyohanga! I just said you look pretty. Chat.
Oh,
Feel appreciative. Ooh.
So thankfully, of course, with thanks to the HD collection, this game can be pretty much played on anything. There was the PC port, which was of the original Xbox version, which they made some minor graphical mistakes here and there, but overall, I think what the PC version is now, after some fans have done some modding, VsMod in particular, I think it's totally a really good way to play the game. Obviously, though, I believe they just re-released it on GOG with Metal Gear Solid 1 as well recently, right around when we did our first stream.
Yeah, that was the version we played.
Yeah.
It was perfect timing too.
Oh yeah.
He's just strolling. Metal Gear Solid. What was I about to say? Yeah, when I first played Metal Gear Solid 2, it was on the Xbox, and when I played it on the PS2 and the HD version, it's so much better because on the original Xbox, the frame rate is absolute garbage. It just slows down to like 2 frames per second when you're doing certain things. And look at him, he's doing his Jesus Christ pose.
I own it, but I've still never played this on the original Xbox. Only the PC version, the PS2 version, and the HD collection on 360.
It's not worth it.
I'm sure it's not, but I own it just in case.
Hey, thank you very much, Eric. I really appreciate that. And also, thank you so much to Curious Credden for being a total G, coming to all these streams and donating them sweet, sweet Canadian bucks. Really appreciate it, dude. This is so perfect for a Saturday night in with beers on the couch. Cheers, everyone. Well, thank you so much for choosing us for your Saturday night, dude. Hopefully we can keep you entertained.
Yeah, cheers.
I'm just not sure between me and you, Patrick, who is more excited, because I get to relive this game through new eyes.
That is always the best, I will be honest. It's the next best thing to playing it for the first time.
So as we've just watched, although we won't see it on the stream ourselves yet, Kojima was just doing his homage to the original Terminator in that shot with Snake landing, as you can see.
I can see it right here, yeah.
Yeah.
The only exception is that he isn't butt naked.
Yeah, well, that's a good exception to make, if you ask me.
So. Right on schedule.
Not for the ladies watching. There's some women in my Discord that simp after Snake.
Well,
Calypso, I'm looking at you.
Perfectly
Anyways.
acceptable.
That's better than Raiden simping. That's not acceptable.
Is that Ocelot?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Hideo Kojima, that's my boy, yo. Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. I got a mullet this time.
So should I know the character he was tracking that just jumped off the bridge?
That was Snake.
Well, no, this guy. I'm talking about the other guy.
This is Snake.
Oh, that was Snake the whole time.
That was Snake the whole time.
That was Snake the whole time.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Everything going okay?
The stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this.
The favorite weeb, yes.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed.
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's not so bad. That reminds me, I have to get in touch with her again about that new Natick flashware.
Diverting toys from the SSCEN again? Give her a message from me. Someone will find out.
Shout out to Endless Jess, who has one of his channels called My Japanese Animes after Otacon's quotable line in Metal Gear Solid 1. Great channel, he makes good content.
Black market after Shadow Moses.
All Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
Just to the people joining, we try to be quiet during the cutscenes for Patrick, who's never seen this before.
The objective is to make visual confirmation of the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
Don't worry, I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
Recognized, but still fringe, Otacon.
All right, let's look at your gear. Your weapon is a tranquilizer gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide
Philanthropy, eh?
locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
Nice
The
word.
chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too. The effects of the anesthetic round will vary depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting limbs, chest, or head. As for the equipment... Hey, Snake!
All right,
cigarettes?
pacifist run, go.
What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
Oh,
haven't
we're
read the
totally
script.
doing the
The
pacifist
only way to
run.
play.
Here's the digital camera. Works
Guess I need to
almost the same way as
flex
your old
on
one.
all the people watching.
They don't look armed.
Hey, Earth to Snake. These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get caught. You're in stealth mode here.
Sure, and if it comes to that, a little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please, I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
The water line is too high. According to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo holds, safely below the deck. Do you see the entrance to the holds?
Looks like there are a few entryways into the crew quarters.
Mason, it's my all-time favorite game.
What?
Ooh, right for the throat. Ugh. Sneaky Russians.
Looks like we're not the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Nah, he just farted.
Probably another cavalry.
He'll walk it off. It's okay.
What's their game? Hijack?
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon, how many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
I
Ship
do
was
mainstream.
run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
AKS 74U.
Hey, good to see you, unuseful idiot. That's his actual name. I'm not insulting him.
Russians?
You sure?
No Marine barber touched that head of hair.
Snake being all catty towards the Russian general.
I'm transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
Looks like the tanker's theirs now.
Luckily, he
A60
posed just for that
Kasatka.
photo.
Kasatka?
Mm-hmm.
Kamov chopper, right? Killer whale.
Make sure you get my good side, Snake.
We need to get a fix on who they are.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
Not necessarily. It could be the KA-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All
Aw.
right. I'll do my best.
This isn't like Shadow Moses. Reach me if anything happens. The frequency's 141.12.
How can I
Gorilla
check in
gone.
and save
Yeah, not
the
tonight,
I'll
Dennis.
progress?
do it.
Or Denny.
There's a frequency set aside for it. 140.96. Sorry, but no Mei Ling this time.
Aw.
Call me on the codec when you want to save.
I can't believe
Got
I
it.
didn't hit the
I'll be waiting just past the Verrazano Bridge. You need to be off that ship by then.
I'll be in touch.
Alright, let's infiltrate the shit out of this boat. Alright, first of all, go to the left.
No Mei Ling? Damn. What's the point?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. What the hell's the point? Where's our... I need my Japanese simp lady. Hype lady.
I thought she was Chinese.
Yeah, you're... God damn it. Yeah, you're right. Why do I always say she's Japanese? I always say that. I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah. It's her name. Mei
Right,
Ling. What the
right.
hell am I
It's
doing?
fine.
Okay, so first of all, get that guy. One thing you gotta know, Patrick, is that this game might have some of the most and some of the greatest Easter eggs in the history of gaming.
Well,
Steve, can you back me up on
Yeah,
that?
yeah. It's got some good ones.
I'd say since it's a
You're,
time
you're gonna do the
situation,
locker thing, aren't you?
show me some of the best ones.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm not going to... I'm going to tell you about one of these Easter eggs. Okay, so first of all, as we know, Kojima likes putting a lot of his ladies in the game, his favorite
there we go.
ladies.
Oh, this is the photo mode. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Now, okay, I want to make sure I do this right. So, there are two things that you can do with this this poster that are kind of funny. First of all, if I just make sure I position myself correctly, I tap the poster. You hear that? It'll show up in the stream in a second. It makes like a little bouncy noise. Now, one thing I'm not going to do is tap the area around her, and you know what I'm talking about. But if you do that, the game will literally go into alert mode, and the guards will come after
Are
you.
you serious?
I am 100% serious. I don't want to do that because, as I said at the beginning, we're balling, and by balling, we're going to try and go for no alerts, no deaths, no kills.
Copy.
All right,
It sounds
so-
like Otacon probably programmed the sound design in this then.
for the entire game.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
Chris Randolph sounds like a bit of a perv. No, I'm kidding. All right. 140 people are watching right now. Good to see you guys. Make sure you hit that like button and likes it rough. Just like this guy. Get on the floor. That makes me laugh so much every time. He just accepts it.
He's like, okay.
And going to the next. Yeah. Going to the next area. And nothing happens. Just like real life. All right, now we got to make sure we avoid this little camera here. And then we...
Honestly, if it was me and Snake showed up and just tossed me, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep now. Don't worry about it, I'm not here.
Yeah, don't kill me. I know you could breathe on me and I would die because you're Solid Snake. All right, sit still, get some. All right, and then there's this guy just outside the door. Turn around. Turn around. There you go. Good boy. All right. That was it. Hey, All Might Bear. Good to see you, as always. Oh, I forgot to kiss the poster. Damn it. Yeah, you can kiss the poster, too.
That was the
There's-
one I
there's
thought
like an
you were
Easter
gonna
egg.
go for. Actually, I don't even think I knew about those other two you just talked about.
Do we go back down there?
Nah, it's not.
If we find another one, feel free.
Actually, I think there is another one you can go to with.
So it is the Kasaka. Russian choppers.
Like I said, sneaky Russians. Hey, thanks so much for liking, guys. It really helps the stream out a lot. The algorithm and all that. Let's see what this button does.
Snake, did you find out where that ship is headed?
Looking at it. 35 degrees longitude, latitude around 58.
More than 500 miles off the coast of the Bermudas, out in the middle of the Atlantic. So the prototype is ready for solo testing. It's basically combat worthy. That area is outside
Out of
the Second
curiosity,
Fleet's
is there any
operational
significance
range,
to
too.
the
It must be a
141.12?
standalone Marine
Did
Corps
anyone look into that?
project, which means this prototype metal gear must be designed for independent deployment without any naval assistance. Anyway, analysis can wait till later. Snake, you need to go down to the holds and locate the actual metal.
Oh. Is that a woman? Alright, let's go and talk with Miss Armpits.
That doesn't look like a named character at all.
What?
Nothing.
By the way, you'll understand why I call her Miss Armpits in a second.
Control room, communications, and engine room are under control. All entry and exit points to the tanker hold secured. Infrared sensors placed and operational.
Operational.
Good work. Are the explosives in place?
Yes, they are all planted.
Listen, once we have what we came for, the tanker will be scuttled.
And the vehicle's pilot.
He's the only one who underwent the VR training. No one else can do it.
Are you sure you can trust him?
Your part in the mission is complete. You are to leave at once.
No, it's not over yet.
I can see the moon, even in this storm, pale as death. I have a bad feeling about this mission. You swore this to me, that you would leave the unit once the mission was complete. Do not worry, this is a country of liberty.
No, this is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go. Father, I want to stay and fight.
There is no choice to make here, Olga. Need I remind you that you are carrying my grandchild?
Doesn't look pregnant at all.
Well, she doesn't have to be very far along, to be fair.
Damn it.
I know. Get on the chopper! You gotta land first! Oh, yes.
Freeze! Hands over your head, now!
And wave him like you just don't care.
Toss your gun overboard, slowly.
Yep. Gotta sign us off. It's just like the chick from Last of Us 2.
Show your face.
You men, you're all the same.
I'm pretty sure she's better written.
Hits.
She's much better written than any chick from Last of Us 2. Fortunately and unfortunately. I was actually going to say a bit earlier, but I'll wait till this is done.
I said don't move.
Americans, so you shoot women too.
I'm a nomad too.
He doesn't discriminate. He shoots whoever.
What else do you have there? Take the knife and toss it. Not there. Toss it overboard. Hold that position. Now, turn around.
You know what you're doing. It stopped raining. Not too shabby, is it? New York, I mean.
Ooh, Matrix. Ugh. So Kojima.
And that brings our tour to its conclusion.
Scout knife with a
Bullet
surprise.
time.
You a Spetsnaz?
I think you deserve a little credit. No one's ever dodged that shot of mine. But no one gets lucky twice, either.
See, bitch. Okay, time to put her to bed. Them bullets, don't you
So,
shoot me.
of course, knowing everything that happens, there's like
I've been with the
two
unit since I was born.
particularly
I grew up on the
important
battlefield.
things.
Conflict and victory were my parents.
Oh shit, I guess it's still playing on the stream.
unit is my
Okay,
life,
now it's
my
over.
family. We've shared everything
But,
on the bad and all the
Oh,
good.
she's... Okay, I gotta focus. I gotta put her.
Nothing except the unit.
You can talk.
Yeah. So there's basically two particularly noteworthy things about her character that start here. I don't know how much I should explain, but
Just what we've seen already, basically.
yeah. I mean, what she's going on here about is kind of super important for later. Like, keep it in the back of your mind if you're thinking about her character, you know, for future reasons. But the other thing, of course, was what she's arguing with Kurlukovich about.
Oh, about her kid, yeah.
Yeah, that's thematically important. Of course, I talk about that.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
All right. It's all right. We let people do that here. All right, so yeah, she'll do this shit where she tries to block her view using that thing, but then you just do that. And you're just gonna do this stupid shit. Yeah, it's okay. I beat this game on big boss run, so no problem. Oh, you bitch! It's fine. She pretty much just stays there until you put her back.
Gotcha.
She starts throwing grenades at you because she's see. Take that. Yeah, I can run away from a grenade. If only you knew how to use your gun, Olga. Shit. Oh, see how easy that was? I wonder, you know. Well, actually, no, I don't want to say that because it'll ruin something about Metal Gear Solid 4. But let's just say, bound to have certain effects on your fetus if you're taking a whole bunch of horse tranquilizers to your body.
I was gonna say, I didn't want to say it. If and when that baby comes out, it's gonna be a champ.
Yeah. Ever seen the Elephant Man? Hey guys, thanks so much for getting the stream up to 100 likes already. That's amazing. See if we can get it to go up for the rest of the stream. A gun. The drone looks so ghetto compared to the ones that we have nowadays.
Yeah, it's actually about in line with common ones you can buy off the
The
shelf
ship
at least.
appears to be under their control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able
Most
to find out
military
anything
drones,
else
you know,
about their
are
origin.
like 30,000
I
feet
know
up
who
or
they
something
are.
crazy.
You do?
So
We've ID'd the old man.
True.
Who is he?
Sergei Gerlukovich.
Gerlukovich, one of Ocelot's allies.
Yeah, they mentioned Kurlukovich in the first game briefly.
Yeah, the GRU colonel. He's the one Ocelot was supposed to meet up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after Metal Gear.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that. I saw a surveillance remote just now. It looked like the
Okay.
cipher.
A Marine Cipher T?
No, Army.
First the Marines, then the Russians, now the Army?
You're right. This isn't gonna be simple.
Snake, there's something I have to tell you.
What?
You gay?
We didn't dig up this info about the new Metal
What are they
Gear
doing
on our
moving up
own.
and down like
Not
that?
like usual.
How did you find out
Just
then?
get in their squats
It
and
was a tip. An anonymous
being
tip.
proactive.
Anonymous. You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We have different parents. I only knew her for 2 years.
You've never mentioned her before. So,
The sender
he's
of the tip
he's
was
messing with
EE.
the
EE.
you
Her
you
name
can
is
mess with the
Emma.
cutscene
I
with the
always call her
codec
EE.
camera with the two
Emma.
analog
Emma.
sticks.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it just caught my eye, you know? I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. There's really no one out there who knows about her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a trap to lure us out here?
I don't know. After I got the tip, I did break into the Pentagon system to get confirmation.
Okay.
I know this extends
Watch
to
your
the
back, Snake.
normal
Maybe I
cutscene
screwed
camera
up.
as well.
I've got a light-equipped USB. I can take them
I
on.
never
show that
mess
later.
with
There's
that,
no
though.
ammo, but it takes a 9mm, just like the Marines M9. I'll find
Quick
those somewhere
question
around
while
here.
we're in the middle
Don't
of
waste
this.
too much rack with that thing.
Olga's
I hear ya.
motivation, is it a prove to herself or prove to daddy type of personality?
To herself. I'd say more so. One thing that I do like to do a lot in this game, just for my personal amusement, is this. You can just look at the Discord stream if you want. See, this is what you get
You're
for going on a
terrible.
mission
You're
while
terrible,
pregnant.
Max. That's terrible.
Dude.
Ugh.
At least let her wake up
Hey.
first. Come on.
Ugh.
Then again, I'm not, because she put bullets in me. Alright, so we gotta make our way all the way down to the holds. We gotta go find Metal Gear. Hold up the USB is a 45, not a mi- Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it is. Okay, so we just got to... Is a little bit too curious for my liking. Go to bed. And we got some bullets under here. We do not need that many USB bullets, because like I said, we're going for the pacifist run. I'm gonna try and do it with no kills. Fuck.
You gonna?
Shut up. You didn't see shit.
Oh, good. You got him in time.
What you
There
saw
we
was a
go.
lie.
As literally right when I was about to say no alerts, the guy somehow sees my ass. Okay? And what the, really? That didn't make contact? Go to bed. Alright. Mason Royal sends in $2. Sorry, Max, I gotta go. Here's this farewell gift. Thanks so much, Mason. And it's all good, dude. You can watch this later if you want. Have a good night. So somebody asked before how long the stream is going to go. The last two streams that we did were both 3.5 hours long. I don't know if that's okay with you guys.
I'm good for the
Yeah.
rest of the
Is it-
evening. It just comes down to when's a good place, narratively speaking, to pause.
Yeah, I thought
I
about
think
that.
we'll have a good one.
And yeah, I think Steve, like, do you think it might be
There are
best
several.
to
There's
pause?
honestly several good spots. I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Okay. Yeah, I think this game is about 20% longer, I think, than the first Metal Gear. So I think it might be, like, given all the Easter eggs that I want to show you and story, I think it'll take us about 3 streams in total to get through it. Alright.
Oh boy. Sorry, I'm looking at chat and I saw the no, this is Patrick.
Raven.
Why? And I'm just sitting here like every time I hear that, I'm just like, no, this is Patrick.
Snake, that shadow.
It's him. No doubt about it.
But Raven was, you know, out in Shadow Moses.
I know. Maybe it's the last of his 9 lives.
So the one thing
Or
I
maybe
don't
his
get
maker
is,
decided to
oh,
give him
okay, I
another
see the
chance.
silhouette now,
You're
but
not
I never saw
serious, are
that how
you?
he
Maybe I
saw
am.
that silhouette as
Maybe I'm
Raven.
not. Either way, we'll find out soon enough.
I played this
Snake,
game
watch your step.
for the first time
okay?
when I was 8 years old. And when I first saw that shadow, it freaked me out. Like, how the hell is he there? But then, if you look around the side, it's just a Hot Toys figure. But if you shoot it, check this out. I really, really badly, I've always wanted this figure. Especially one that shoots
That's
little
pretty
pellets
cool.
like that. And then one other thing. Give me a
Oh,
hug.
dear lord.
Yeah, that always cracks me up. Just in the way Snake's like, ugh!
Freeze.
Get some. Alright, so, yeah, okay. He doesn't fall over, that's good. So we gotta put to sleep, like, the half a country's army that's inside this one room. Go to bed. Yeah, come on, dude. Oh, no. Don't see me. And happy birthday. Here's some drugs. Don't worry, they're free. I won't charge you. It's all
I
good.
believe I was like
Alright.
12, 13, 14. I mean, when the game came out, I was already 11, I want to say. No, I was 12. I was 12 when the game came out.
Either way, we were all. You and I were too young to play a game that messes with your head as much as this one
Yeah,
does. Like,
I don't know. It might have been like 14 the time I beat it. I want to say the first time. So,
yeah, I think so for me too, yeah. Oh. Being too curious. Does he come up the stairs? Just in case. Go to bread. And then, naturally, just check this shit out. Literally, we make our way all the way around.
Repair of the entranceway to the engine room on the port
I
side
probably
is
shouldn't have
complete.
made him.
We'll return to position
Like, make
following
that-
These are
patrol
not
of the
very
small
smart
room on the
guards.
port side.
Freeze.
They have no peripheral vision at all.
They're all blind and like, yeah. All right, so
You said you you were like 11, 12 when you played these. Yeah.
right now things are like pretty much inoffensive, but as the game goes on, it starts to freak you out even more.
Snake, wait! Don't move!
Yeah, because I think I got started on the Silent Hill
Look at the
series when I
walls
was
on both
9,
sides of the
so
hall.
I
hopefully
see
this is a little too
something.
young.
Infrared sensors.
I think I played the
Right,
first Silent
and they're
Hill
linked to
when I
Let
was
me
7.
guess. Semtex.
Not good.
exactly plastic explosives.
So this is what they were talking about.
Looks like it. If you trip the sensors,
I'll be sleeping with the fishes, along with this
You'll be
entire
sleeping with
ship.
them, you'll be in
That
little
sounds
pieces,
about
and
right.
the fish will eat you.
I'm not in the mood to go sleep with the fishes, but there are too many sensors. Looks like I'll have to find another way.
no need to worry. There's a way through. Take a close look.
Okay, you know what? We don't need to watch that. We just need to shoot the sensors, and then fucking we won't trip the lasers, and we won't be quote unquote
That's
sleeping with
one
the fishes.
aspect. I mean, it's like the mildest of technical spoilers ever because it doesn't actually mean anything, but to say it, I guess. But so they do this kind of sequence a couple other times in the game, or I think actually only once. Now I'm blanking. I've one more time in particular, and one of the smartest things a video game can do is when you change the difficulty, you don't just change health bars and damage values. You change things like enemy placement and making other things more difficult or have different placement. The plastic explosives shoot the control unit puzzle, which does come up later again. They actually change where the sensors are or add more on higher difficulties, which I thought was pretty smart.
Yeah, if you're making things difficult,
Yeah.
I love when they do stuff like that. It's like Master Quest and Ocarina of Time, where they just redesigned everything about it, rather than just making you take more damage or take less or deal less damage.
I still never actually played the Master Quest version, which is a real shame.
I've played maybe half of it. I really liked it. I just don't have a lot of time to go through the whole game right now.
Yeah.
I have it sitting right next to
I
me.
want to. I really want to get through a Zelda game sometime before I die. I've never played one.
Hey, maybe we should
I
maybe
know
we'll play one together on the channel later.
F yeah, dude. I mean, if you ever stream like any of the Zelda games, I'd be happy to join you for them. Watch you play them. All right, go to bed. The bleed. Well, actually, no. There's so many things I want to say about what's about to come. You know, allude to it, but it's really just better if you experience it for yourself. System Shock had a system where you could adjust combat difficulty puzzles separately. Yeah. I mean, System Shock was like one of those games that was really ahead of its time, like the original Deus Ex, and
I still need to play those ones. I never played the 2 System Shocks.
Me either. I'm waiting
Yeah.
for that remake to come out finally, for crap's sake,
yeah,
of the first one.
I want to play that and then go to the OG System Shock too, since that's the one that everybody.
I just need a comment that all the squats Snake was doing earlier really shows off. That jumpsuit and his booty, damn.
Of course,
That
that's one thing that's consistent about the series. His ass, I'm pretty sure.
glorious, glorious ass. You can break an egg on those ass cheeks. Automatic. I'm using a Xbox One controller. I'm playing, oddly enough, on the Xbox One.
We have sealed the stern hatch. The lift is also under our control. Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already.
I can see your
All
silencer,
communications
Snake.
to the holds have
Jesus.
been severed. No one is aware of our presence. Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My daughter, keep her safe.
Yes, sir.
I'll keep her safe, all right.
It's okay, she's sleeping.
It's okay. She's asleep.
And hey, Director Meowgles, how you doing?
All right. So, pro tip: you just hold down on the right trigger,
Okay.
and then you just pop your head up with the left trigger. Damn it! Still, you always manage to get shot somehow. God damn it! I am fucking up. It's okay though. I don't really have to worry about the shooting. It's a lot harder when you're playing on big boss difficulty. You don't donate for the lights.
Can you knock those lights out?
Yeah, but I don't want to. I think it's not actually advantageous for us to do that. Anyways, that's it. The man. Let me do my squats. Flex on you guys. Butt clench.
Just put that walnut between there and practice.
Business in the front, party in the back. Yeah.
Talk about Sekiro in stream. I need to play Sekiro still.
I need to play those games other than Bloodborne. That's the only one I've played.
I tried to play the original Dark Souls. I just can't get into it.
Yeah, it takes a long time for you to get the hang of that shit. Pisses me off too. But I'm actually in the middle of playing Dark Souls for the first time.
It's one of those.
I
it's
mean,
one of
it's
those
just a-
games because of how dense the lore is. I feel like I'm gonna have to take months just to deep dive into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Shalashaska,
Especially with Dark Souls when there's 3 of them.
why are you here? We thought you
I
were
find
with
the
the
gameplay
Colonel.
that compelling, actually.
What the?
Top 10 anime betrayals.
The Colonel will be joining you soon, comrade.
How's that hand doing?
Sneaky. My hand. Oh,
And
yeah. Yeah, we'll
Snake, are you
talk
in
about
yet?
that in
Have
a
you made
little
it to
bit.
the holds?
It's taking longer than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses
The men down here are definitely Marines.
The current state of nuclear.
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
I'm not interested in
Those
fighting
2 dudes
these
look the
guys.
same.
The weapons won't do much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No, I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed.
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Automatic.
Okay, Snake.
All right,
Let's
I'm
go
gonna
over
avoid
this
chat
one
for a
more
bit.
time. Use this
All right.
camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials.
Do your thing.
We need 4
disagree
shots.
with him, actually.
Metal Gear from the front right, and front left. And
Most of them are
the
kind
Marine Corps
of.
mark.
Yeah.
Mark.
Let's not talk about it.
There should be a Marine's insignia on the body of Metal Gear.
We've only been taking pictures of
Just let
lewd
someone try explaining
wallpapers,
away a
so
clear shot
sorry,
of that.
man.
Oh, he likes that. He's probably fine with it.
All right.
Oh yeah, Otacon's all down
There's
with that.
actually
This is
no-
helping
This is
the mission
early
sake.
internet.
Just
Remember,
spit
this
it
is still
out.
early
I'm used
internet.
to things going
It's
wrong.
2001.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Somebody's monitoring the
I don't have a
transmission.
clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into US military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really. Look, all you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch and download the image data from the camera, split the files, and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures.
What's the action button?
Well, sure, if you put it that way.
Now you're just asking
And
silly
one more
questions.
thing.
I just love where in dialogue they say press the A button to jump. It's like, what's the A
Right.
button?
Otherwise they'll spot you, okay?
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look
It's
at the
Kojima
text
being
of that
Kojima.
speech.
I
I'd say
think it's
you have 7
Kojima
more
using the
minutes.
fourth wall
Or
as a
longer if he throws in a
suggestion.
joke or two.
A 7-minute time limit.
You know what actually cracked me up is on
Remember,
his
Snake,
whatever
just the
control he's
photos,
using for
okay?
that. It actually
With
says
these
action
kinds
on the
of
button
odds,
he uses to
I won't
send.
be making any sudden moves.
That would
But that doesn't
maybe
mean
I'm
we
weird.
can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right.
They wanted to
we'll
make
deal
sure
with the
that
rest
they
when we
could
get there.
future-proof this
Stay
game
low.
for different platforms. All right, we gotta go take some pictures. So here's the pro strat. Do that instead of going down the first ladder because it's
So we're here to get images and proof.
Oh, look to your left.
correct?
Yeah, look to your left. You might see something funny.
Sorry, I keep talking about this on Discord, but it's just reminding me of Beyond Good and Evil right now. Because the entire point of the character is she's a photojournalist, and most of the time you're just going into these places and getting proof of shit like this.
At the moment,
Oh yeah, I remember that part. How do you feel about Beyond Good and Evil?
I'm not
2?
sure what I think about it yet.
worse yet,
I feel like they're taking the entire tone a completely different direction.
they are all working
Yeah.
on
Yet,
deploying their
or
No, it's probably been delayed a little bit due to the whole pandemic thing.
nuclear strike capabilities.
Come on.
The world
makes
is
me worry
not
about
see it?
Cyberpunk as
swarming
well.
these Metal Gear derivatives.
Isn't it work?
Why is
Some say that the
Yeah, the dude forgot to put pants on. Anyways, if I don't know if that'll work. I don't think
hey,
it
let
will.
it all hang free. It's good.
The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact.
Your homies won't rat
There's
you
a lot
out.
of pressure from Navy brass, especially those
okay.
with submarine and air.
So yeah, we gotta take 4 pictures of
Not to mention
of,
interference from
Metal
the
Gear
major
Ray.
player. But this project is vital to the
let the
Marines.
images speak louder than plausible deniability.
So
This weapon
all right, he
was the Metal Gear in the first game that was Rex, correct?
Nations building
Yeah.
up their
I'm just
own
trying to
Metal Gear
anthropomorphize
force will
these
think
guys better.
twice about their nuclear strategy. In the
This
light
one-
of
Well, obviously he
One we're about
roared
to
like a
see.
dinosaur, so he's just a T-Rex as a robot. That's how you remember.
And this one's Ray, correct? So
Yeah.
what noises does a Ray make?
the shift in the balance of
You'll
power
see.
So what animal has Ray
the Marine Corps
in the
plays a
name?
central role in the military
Well, I'm thinking of a Stingray if that's the
There you
case,
go.
but
But
Sugar Ray?
actually I don't think I'm pretty sure
Ours is
that
the
has
only
nothing to
military
do
budget
with
devoted to Metal Gear development.
how it
Cannot
how
be
it
more
is.
different in nature from the Navy's.
I just
Theirs is
wanna
a
fly.
program that will add fuel
that,
Ray.
whoa, okay. They really greased that floor.
Alright, here we go. Here's your good old view of Mr. Ray.
During the Sears administration. The current state of nuclear proliferation is a direct result of that event.
Hear the music. Every morning there's a halo. Okay.
Well, hello there.
How you doing, Big Papa? Talk about Ray.
Metal Gear. Metal Gear.
Waiting all day for that. Alright, so first of all, before we actually take pictures of Metal Gear Ray, we're just gonna have a little bit of fun.
Take some selfies with it.
That players
Hey, shout out to all my OnlyFans! Oh wait, no.
Wrong game.
Shout out to all my OnlyFans!
Where's that meme
Yeah,
from?
look at my ass.
Where's that meme from?
What?
Is that a meme? I feel like it's a meme.
What, the
No, no, the
OnlyFans?
shout out to my OnlyFans line. I swear I've heard that a couple
Oh.
times.
Well, have you been hanging out on OnlyFans?
I've never been to the
Steve?
website.
You liar.
I'm actually not
liar.
lying. I've literally never been to that site. I follow people on Twitter who post about it, so that's how I know it exists and what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Interfere
Mhm.
password
So,
login.
any codec
Oh
moments
my
from you,
god,
Snake?
it's a
Alright,
little
here we go.
8-bit
Okay,
fucking autocad.
first up,
Mm-hmm.
wow, this is,
What?
nothing. It's nothing. But this isn't a photo of Metal Gear anyway. Sorry, but you're gonna have to go back and shoot another set. I'll just make a backup of this one.
I'll show her my Metal Gear.
Is he
The
blushing?
next one's...
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Good man.
Okay, so I don't think that works. Oh, that one works. Yeah, I sort of sped this up. That one doesn't work. Yeah, and also, this was a little Easter egg. I don't know if you noticed when I was doing it, but if you take a picture of the screen where Ray is showing, you get a picture of Hideo Kojima.
Yeah, I noticed it flashed really quickly, but I saw that.
This doesn't work. I hate to ask. Can you try again? All right, so that's it. Let's go take them pictures. So, you know, Snake, before he became the world's most badass mercenary, he was going to be the world's most badass journalist. Anything for the story, right, Snake? All right. We got to get the Marine's insignia. Good.
Oh,
you know it's good. Guess
no.
What?
Oh, God. Sorry, whenever I hear that expression, anything for the story, it just gives me bad images.
Of what?
DMZ?
Well, honestly, right now, with frickin' how toned Snake's booty is, I'm just thinking he moonlighted sometimes up the story. Dude, no, I'm done.
I mean, remember when the internet broke when Kim Kardashian showed her ass? Imagine what would happen if Snake did the same thing. One thing I kind of like to do, and I wish I could do right now, is go over and knock all those guards over, which you can totally do.
Yeah, I've done it. I've done it several times.
And it's a lot funnier too when you put them all to sleep. Yeah, take a picture. Oh, hold on, my mic, the garage is opening down there. But yeah, it's important, Saladin, because they want to know who made it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm receiving the images. The first image is...
Who's that?
Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in the bag. The next image is... Okay, this works. It's a great front view. And the next one is... You're a pretty good photographer. We can definitely use this left shot. The last one is... This is great. The Marine's lettering shows up really well.
Oh, you toot my horn, you lying bastard.
Now we have all the photos.
I forget which
Snake,
YouTuber did it, but they basically...
Forget the
of
photos
course, I've
and get
seen
out of there
like
now.
I don't know if it was a YouTube poop-ish thing, but or if it was you even, that they took basically that footage with Otacon like reacting to the Easter egg stuff and put it over other footage.
That is all.
I
didn't do that.
Have fun with that, yeah.
Alright, so sit tight. We've got like 30 more minutes of cutscenes to get through.
Oh boy.
Somebody's snapping really slow.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the?
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
How the hell did the ones in the front see his hand?
What do you want?
This
The sound of him
machine will be
raise
quite
his hand,
useful.
you see. They all
What are you
listened
planning
to
to
it
do? Steal this thing?
during drill
Steal?
practice, I'm sure.
No, I'm
How,
taking
out of
it
curiosity,
back.
how long after the first game does this take place?
This particular
fine.
part takes 2 years.
years, okay.
Uh-oh.
Gerlukovich. Nobody move. Understood?
Well, hello.
He's still filming it. You can tell they're really scared because their lips ain't
This ship
moving.
now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly.
Here comes his team of Power Rangers.
We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
Now, Patrick, how do you think they're gonna get that thing out of here?
Well, there's a couple ways I would say you can either steal the boat, you
Sell
can
it on
break
the
it
streets.
down and
I was
reassemble,
raised in
or
Snezinsk, formerly known
whatever
as
they're gonna
Chelyabinsk
do, which I'm
7th
not even
Nuclear
thinking about.
Research outpost.
Most likely I don't even
What are
know.
you talking about?
After
Might
the
be
Cold
surprised.
War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you
Oh, I'm still
understand.
muted, shoot.
Land,
Sorry, I was
friends,
asking,
dignity,
what
homes
about,
to
think
the
about what an
highest
action
grade of the
movie would
United
do,
States of
and then you
America.
might have the right
Even
answer.
The technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian,
Oh.
developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
Dream on.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back. Yes, returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo. How's that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Gerlukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Ah!
Metal Gear only has room for one! Gerlukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Cue the good, bad, and ugly theme.
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
You grew up in Soviet Russia.
He has a thing for westerns, though.
Yeah, it's like you try to do a quick draw against this guy, just look at him, come on.
Okay, one thing that always bugged me about this scene is there's still some of his dudes alive. And the Marines are alive. And none of them are shooting him.
That is a good point.
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
And shit gets real. No, that's Ocelot for you. Fire2Box says, hope your day has gone well, Max. This game's themes went so over my head as a preteen when it came out. Emma's section was my favorite part, aside from the white sequence part. I listened to those. But thanks so much for the $10, dude. And yeah, I'm sort of the same way as you were. Like I said, I played this game when I was 8, and I never really fully comprehended it until I got to the age of like 15 or 16. Alright, here we go. Pay attention here, Patrick.
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Okay.
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time.
Really?
I know what it's like.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Really?
No wonder Naomi passed you over for
This
the
guy is the
Fox
Albert
Dive
Wesker, I
program.
swear.
Yeah, you got that right, dude. You hit that nail on the head.
Well, unlike, you know, the enemies from Resident Evil, he didn't grow it back.
Yeah.
Although in terms of being an asshole, yeah, it's very much like Wesker.
The price of physical prodigy. A few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage,
So is this like a
brother.
psychic projection,
Big Boss was in
or-
his late 50s when they created his
We don't want to
Okay.
say. Yeah.
The answer will always
I
be
live on
one
through
for
this
filling.
arm.
Metal Gear Solid. No, I don't want to say anything. It's so hard. Jeez.
Wait. So because when his arm got cut off in the first game, he sewed on surgically Liquid's arm, and he has like a psychic connection now.
That is certainly what it is looking like.
It looks like that, doesn't it? I don't want to confirm or
Because his
deny it.
consciousness is in his genes, right?
No, they said they were just being stupid vague about that, but no, they're like no.
The great thing about all this is that we're only like 15% of the way into the game. And Steve and I know, like, that is nowhere near how crazy the game will eventually be. There's so much more, like, really? Oh my god, what?
Honestly,
That
this
happens
is like
later on
this
in
is just
game.
normal for Kojima. We haven't even gotten anything that's particularly noteworthy yet.
That's
But we had
heartening,
Psycho
mate. I like
Mantis in
that.
the last game, so you know.
This game makes Psycho Mantis look like a kid's birthday
You
party.
don't have what it takes after all. You're going down, Snake, with this tanker.
Yeah. These fucking Marines. You honestly think that's gonna do anything?
Well, you see, all they learned is how to shoot at the problem. They
Exactly.
don't exactly
I mean, this
teach
is-
you
This is
in the military.
specifically designed to resist that, I'm assuming.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I gotta admit, they'd be pretty dumb if they were doing this towards a tank. So they should assume that this is not that different a situation.
They're like, hey, Snakes beat an M1 tank with grenades. We totally beat a Metal Gear with 9mm bullets. Sure, totally the same thing. Oh, and that's the noise it makes.
Wonder what a stingray actually sounds like.
That's gonna bug me all night now. You know that, right? What noises a stingray makes.
I'm sure I could look it up on YouTube.
is that shooting water out, or?
Yeah, it's water.
Snake!
So I'm assuming Ray's just gonna swim out effectively.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but you weren't expecting that.
I probably should have guessed, considering the Stingray reference earlier.
Yeah. This game's so beautiful. I love it so much.
No problems. Proceeding as planned, sir.
If Ocelot were smart, he would have just shot him right there. Got flex and do a backflip.
And that's a 10.
Yes, at the location we discussed. Yes, I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's newsflash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Yeah, so I haven't figured out that problem since the last stream.
Oh, I was about to say.
All right.
And again, they're bringing that line back. Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
I thought.
All right.
So honestly, how often are they going to talk about the "quote unquote" president? And are they never going to bring up that he may be a third brother?
No, don't worry, don't worry. We're
They
gonna get to
address
that. That's what this
Yeah.
game is gonna get to.
Oh, there's a lot to pay attention to and a lot to take in. So much so that I don't think you'll get it all on the first go around.
I don't expect
But
to.
the more that you digest it, the more you appreciate it. It's like control in that way. Scientists had to make thousands of calculations to create the atomic bomb and determine its effects. Computers and atomic bombs, both products of World War II, grew up. Okay.
Yeah, it's Kojima shoving the
Snake, do you
theme in
remember
your
the sinking
face
of that tanker
in
2
as
years ago?
blatant a
He
way
wants
as
to make
possible
sure we're
without
paying
being too
attention.
blatant.
Terrorists blow a
Yeah.
hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare.
Recognize that voice, Patrick?
Government put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore
Give me a
cleanup
sec.
facility went up inside.
Yeah.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEALs Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell.
So that's how they
Russian
played
private
off
members may
the
also be involved.
sunken
It's a
tanker.
highly trained group, and they have the big
Yeah.
shell under complete control.
So this is where we're gonna be for the rest of the game.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Alpha, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the president. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion. What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history.
A lot of pressure on our shoulders. Or a big weight on our shoulders.
You have two mission objectives. 1. Infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages.
This is going to be a theme in the background of this, I'm
Disarm
assuming.
the terrorists by any means necessary.
What theme?
Environmental.
Yeah. A little bit.
Oh, I recognize that diving suit.
Look, it's Thomas Zane.
Yeah.
He's also conducting a rescue operation.
He looks like as fat as his suit
Technically
does.
speaking, the nature of that universe means it can cross over with anything.
No.
Mhm.
Foxhound remains a covert
Indeed.
body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
Oh yeah, we gotta listen to the re-recorded dialogue here.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functional.
By the way, Patrick, just see if you can notice a slight difference in Colonel's voice
There was a brand
somewhere
new hole cut
during
through
this
the
little
oil
exchange
fence.
here.
There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the Big Shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part.
Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the back button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the back button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First,
Did you
make
hear
your
it?
way to the upper section of the Big Shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
Pointed out to me. I'd have to listen to them back
There's
to back.
an elevator at the far end of that area.
Okay.
Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology.
It would have been much
a
better if they
byproduct
just
of
left
fiber
with the
optics
original.
research.
Yeah.
The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax.
So
The
we're
suit
gonna be
applies
playing
varying
as,
pressure to
Raiden
major
here?
internal organs to maximize
Yeah.
performance and safeguard their functions.
We'll
They
talk
call
about
this
that
the
in a
skull
second
suit in
once
Foxhound.
that scene's
Skull
done.
suit seems appropriate somehow.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area.
So
Locate
Raiden's
the
my
hatch
favorite Metal
first.
Gear character, so I'm not hating.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Alright, so gotta put something into context for you real quick, Patrick. So this game, before it came out, all the marketing for it was centered exclusively on Solid Snake. For a time, this game was probably the most anticipated game ever made because the Metal Gear Solid 1 for the PlayStation 1 was so popular and so well loved that people were desperate to get back to that universe again. And so, right before this game came out, obviously, Snake was front and center. And nowhere in any of the promotional material did they ever mention Raiden. And what's interesting, though, is that for 80 to 85% of the game, we play as Raiden. Now, I won't say why, but I'll just let you know that this is thematically important for the
Okay.
game. So just keep that in mind. One thing very quickly. Oh, I know how to swim.
Physics. Okay.
Got your...
Shut up, bitch. All right. I know how to swim. So we just got to go down here and get the thermal G's, and then we can get back to the mission. And hopefully the colonel won't be like, Raiden, you took 6 steps. I'm very proud of you.
Well, he needs to be patted on the back every time he does something.
I know, especially Raiden.
And
somebody's getting their ass.
And did I understand the initial Kodak call correctly, that he's never actually been on a real mission, it's just all been VR training?
Pretty much,
so,
yeah.
Okay, so this goes back to what we were talking about in the last game regarding some soldiers who've never actually been in the field, and they'll have that psychological disconnect when they actually engage in it for real versus simulated.
You are literally reading the script.
I know.
You're literally reading the script about 4 pages ahead.
Those grenades.
This is why I love doing these with you, Patrick. It's because it's like you're so far ahead of where everybody else was with this game. Like with these games in general.
Was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
I will be hella surprised though if you manage to predict some of the shit that happens towards the end of this game.
Challenge accepted.
Okay. So one thing, just this is. I don't think this is thematically significant. I mean, you could make an argument for this, but I wouldn't bother. But if you notice on the ground here, you'll see it says Metal Gear Solid Snake tank hanger for some reason. Not sure why, and it's kind of hard to see because you have the mask on, but it's right there. Anyways, next cutscene. Oh, I forgot. We get to name our character. Gotta think of a good one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'll gonna do that in a second.
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is.
You never know, there could be a lot of mullets in town.
We need to get an
So
ID.
Snake is
and a lot of firm
You can
asses.
take advantage of the situation
Yep.
and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd. Node.
He said the thing, guys. Roll credits.
Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar?
The
True.
Soliton
That
radar?
radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high, should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
How do I gain access?
Just push the action button in front of the node. The nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
You know what would have been better? If it was like, press the Y/triangle button or shift key depending on which console you're using, Raiden.
If only they were smart enough to have recorded several variations in case it was ported.
Honestly, if I ever made a video game, I would do dumb stuff like that with the audio recordings, is make the actors say the same lines like 5 times for each rendition of the console. Just for the consistency.
Make them record a lot of stuff, because you know what? There's like those voice recognition AIs that can replicate your voice now. Do that for
Pretty
future
soon
video
we're gonna be
games.
living in a world where people are just gonna put whoever's face they want on video footage and...
Yeah. All right, we got to think of a name, and we got to make it as immature as
Oh,
possible.
have to?
I want. Yes, we have to. I'm gonna offer a suggestion. If you guys can think of something better, I'd like to hear it. Wait, that's not what I wanted.
Chat, what do you guys think?
Here. Yeah, come on, guys. Let's think of a
What
good
should we name
name.
it?
They're quoting Revengeance hard right now.
Oh, really? Nanomachines, son.
Ghastly.
How about that? Come on, guys. Let's get some good names. I
That's
don't
a-
want to. Well,
That's
let's
a good
just...
name for Snake. I don't know if Raiden gets that descriptor just yet.
Call him Radin? Nah, come on. That's not good enough. I mean, I get it, but
Frosted
butts. Come on, guys. We need it. Pickle Rick.
Boy.
Mendoza.
Just something random, Mendoza.
Yeah, no, I think of Mendoza as a Simpsons reference.
Okay, I've never seen Simpsons. But while you guys are doing this, I need to go let my dog out and get some food, so I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah, we'll just Ass-a-lot. That's a good one.
There you go.
Okay, let's do a take on Ocelot. So we'll do Ass-a-lot. Can we think of something to replace Revolver? It would be kind of tough. Konami sucks. That's good. Yeah, I like Ass-a-lot. Bodie McBoatface, Saucy Jack. I like that. How about Saucy Jack Ass-a-lot? Let's see if that fits just real quick. If it does, we'll
that
go
one's
with it.
pretty good.
Saucy Jack Ass-a-lot. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking of... I don't know if it though. ASS. That's what she said. ASSEL. No! God damn it. 2 characters away. How could you do this to me, game?
Remove the spaces.
You can just do JAK and do
Remove
like a
the
Jack and Daxter
spaces
spelling.
and don't use the E in the ass-lot. Or
Ass-lot?
Or take out the K and Jack and remove the spaces.
Or take out the
3.
K or the C and it should work. Just on a side note, going back, what's your everyone's opinion on stories that are either predictable or just pull something out of nowhere to confuse you at the end? Because I know it's very popular nowadays to make it as unpredictable as possible. But a certain
Also
degree
very popular to make YouTube videos talking about how that's always the wrong decision. See Lindsay Ellis on Game of Thrones. Great video.
Gotcha. Because like at the end of the day, a degree of predictability is good because it gives logical consistency to the narrative.
I think it goes even deeper than that. The whole point of stories is that they have a purpose. And if you throw shit in out of nowhere, you've basically undermined the entire integrity of telling the story, in my opinion.
Because I actually have a video about that regarding it's entitled like a writer's agenda. And it's when the writer tries to force something in the story that doesn't grow organically. A story at the end of the day should write itself. And if you try too hard to say, no, this is what's going to happen, it completely disregard the rest of the narrative, it's very noticeable.
It's ironic. George R.R. Martin has a very famous little bit where he talks about this very thing that, of course, ironically, they went on to do to his show.
Yeah.
And kill it at the end.
Because I've read the books that have been published as well as watched the show, and you can definitely tell where the writing is different in terms of tonality and voice.
I've heard I've seen one incredibly good YouTube video about one of the earlier changes that D&D decided to do to Game of Thrones. I never read the book, so I don't have that perspective. And it was easily, I think, the best thing looking into their thought process, just based on what they did to Tyrion at the end of Season 4 compared to the books, which the video explained in detail how they changed it. And
you won't be able to use
just knowing the 2 or 3 lines that they showed from the book that were clearly an indication of
I've set aside
long character arc he had to go still, or at least a goal. The fact that they changed it and just gutted that part left his character completely aimless from that point on, and basically explained why Tyrion largely no longer had a point in the narrative, except to be a guy who's supposed to know things, but gets everything wrong from that point until literally the end of the show.
Well, because they kind of took away his entire motivation after season 3 ended.
And according to the
Yeah,
files,
like his entire purpose in the story. No, maybe
what was
it was 4.
3? I'm blanking on what was.
I think 3 ended with him leaving King's Landing.
No, that's 4.
She has our technical
That was 4. Okay,
Which
it's been a long time
coincidentally
since I
was
watched that
also the last season that George R.R. Martin actually wrote an episode for the show. Up until that point, he wrote like I believe a single episode for each season.
Performance in and out. But sometimes that's not enough.
I could do an entire, even though I literally haven't read the books, which would ruin that. I could do an entire series analyzing the first few seasons of Game of Thrones, and then obviously continue and explain how the later seasons are screwing it up. But in my personal opinion, I was fine with 5 and 6.
Jack,
Yeah, me too.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we got it.
Sorry, pause real quick. I'm trying to get back into what's going on. So there's a character, Rose, who's an intelligence analyst, is what I'm getting.
Conditions that need to be met,
Yeah,
Colonel.
all you need to know is that she's Raiden's real-life girlfriend.
Oh, okay. And they mentioned it right
but
here.
I'm aware
Okay.
that technically I'm
And
not part of the
she's.
mission control
This is
team.
her. She's showing up in the
After
field,
all,
or.
I'm just a normal girl who's
Yeah,
worried
and
about Jack. But
Raiden
that
didn't
means,
know that she was
Colonel,
being
that
brought
I am
on
not
until
required
just this
to follow
moment.
your orders outside of my immediate duties.
She said
Jack is not
duties.
simply a field personnel for me to
Terrible
serve.
next.
His safety comes first.
I'm
to me,
sorry.
not the mission.
We're trying to be
And
entertaining.
because of that,
Eh.
I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary save frequency is 140.96. I just switched frequencies. Jack,
What?
do you know what day it is tomorrow?
April 30th. Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
So did they name him that
I'll keep
because the
trying
Colonel
till
played
I
too much
hear the
Mortal
answer.
Kombat?
I'm gonna let you go. Jack.
That would be a really great in-joke that they should have used.
Yeah, and it would be appropriate too, given I don't know anything about Mortal Kombat, but isn't his powers like lightning
Electricity,
based?
yeah, he's like a thunder god.
Okay, yeah,
The
that would
enemy
make
sentry is
sense.
regaining consciousness.
Be careful,
Okay,
Jack.
so I gotta do
Find
some
somewhere
big
to
boss
hide
pro
until the
strats
elevator
here
arrives.
real quick.
You must stay out of sight.
All right, give me your neck. Get on the floor, motherfucker. I didn't know that would knock him out so quickly. Usually I had to do it like 2 or 3 times. Anyways, I'll just sit on your face until the elevator comes. Do it thoroughly too.
Yeah, I get her. I understand Rose's perspective right here. If anyone's been in that position, knowing what's going on, even if it's horrible, is better than not knowing, and your mind goes wild and imagines the worst safe case scenario.
100% agree.
Sounds like my daily life.
Yeah.
But, you know, my boss doesn't hesitate to let me know when he's curious what's going on.
Sons of Liberty? The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
Now, flip that gorgeous hair, right?
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky
So
high.
is Snake going to be a pseudo antagonist in the story?
No, they don't go. They
No
don't go in
comment.
that direction.
Okay.
Oh.
No, I mean you're gonna find out like in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
Colonel.
I love
Okay, so
spoiling 10
they
minutes
think that
ahead.
he's
There are no
dead.
sentries.
Gotcha.
But it would only take
Yeah.
one
Alright.
to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
Unfortunately, if
What
you
about
ask
the
a question, my
commanders?
gut
SEAL Team
instinct is to
10 has
actually
landed
answer
on
you. I
struts
apologize.
B and C.
And the president?
It's all good, dude. I'm sort of.
Yeah, usually if I have to ask a question, it's just me thinking out loud.
I'll try to upgrade it in.
No, you're good. It's
At
not.
least
It's not
that seemed like a minor enough one for
Yeah,
me.
it's not a big deal.
The shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a
Alright, so we
central
gotta go
core
find
and
the
6
president.
struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly. And you're on the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment. First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
All right. Did you say nerd? Anyways, so I got a couple of things I want to show you real quick. Little fun things. If you look at the stream right now. Well, first of all, just let it catch advantage here. But look, you'll notice there's a lot of bird droppings around on here.
Oh boy.
If you're not careful, you might just
Step in it. Okay, I don't think bird droppings do that. They have that much slipperiness.
Yeah, they're not as big as a banana peel or anything.
Hey man, these are New York birds, okay? All they eat all day is
Yeah,
freaking,
they get in fights with the rats over pizza. I know.
That's fair.
Oh, and if you look up at them, hold on, come on, one of you. I know one of you can do it.
Do they actually
Please
watch the
do it
droppings
for
come
me.
down?
No, hold on. Come on. Wait, maybe if I just hold it still, let it happen. Come on, birdie. I know you can do it, baby. Do it for me. Come on. Damn it. Teasing me here. Okay, well, what they do is do on you if you look up at the sky long enough, but they're kind of being a little bit... Oh, see, there you go.
Oh, there we go. Perfect timing.
And then, yeah,
you know how much fun it would have been
accumulates.
to just program weird stuff like this into the game after the fact? Like, just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what can we do here? Don't rub... Oh, I was gonna say, don't crawl over that stuff. That's nasty.
Hey, there's a reason why they call it wet works.
Team 10 is in.
Do we really have no line of communication with the SEALs?
They don't know a thing about us. You know we work in the dark, and this mission is no exception. Only a few people know about your presence here. There's no need for concern. This operation is under Pentagon's direct command, and the NSDD came from the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense. Your mission may be top secret, but it's gone through the usual channels.
Yeah. Hope there's nobody listening in on us like they did the snake into... What's his name? The Otaku guy. Otacon. Got my name blank on his name there for a second. Alright.
Okay.
So,
Pause real quick before you
one
go
thing we
on.
gotta...
Hold on, as soon as this is over. Nah, I just gotta let the my boys back in.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, you know what? You can pause. All the Colonel's about to tell us is just that we need to go and get to a node so we can use the radar.
Colonel, I've located the node, but it's under heavy surveillance. I can't get in any closer.
Distract them.
Yeah, all he's gonna tell us is just we gotta distract the guard. Okay. All right. Gotta shock ourselves again. Ah! And we can use the radar. One thing I never understood, maybe Steve, you have some knowledge about this. Why does it have to shock them like that?
Couldn't tell you, actually.
And back.
Just more shit.
People have
not
been
making
mentioning in the
sense.
chat,
Okay,
of course, that Raiden is also a reference to Raijin, God of Lightning, Japanese mythology.
So that's probably where they got the original name from for the other game too.
True.
That is one mythology I have not looked into.
Raiden, watch out. There are sentries posted on the connecting bridge.
I see
They
that,
will
thank
spot you if you continue on course.
Any recommendations?
Use the hanging mode.
Hanging?
Yeah, you know, hang them from the
Face
bridge.
any waist-high railing and push the action button to clear the railing and
So
hang
you do a
over the
backflip
side.
to go hang. That works.
Once there,
You
you
gotta
can move
flex
sideways
like
while
that,
keeping
okay.
out of enemy sight.
All right, I'm giving it a try.
Don't forget the grip gauge. It will keep decreasing during a hanging maneuver, and once it runs out, you will fall.
Copy that.
Got to get that later.
Wait a second. I just intercepted new intelligence on the operation being executed by SEAL Team 10.
Intercepted?
As I said before, they need to be kept in the dark about our presence.
So we just listen in.
I'm patching it through.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, Vorpal.
This is Alpha Zero. We have the president. Is he safe? He is safe. What about the package? Tell the guys upstairs that we've secured the package. Easy money. Good work. Your retrieval is on the way. Come on home. Roger that. Holy! Alpha Zero, report. Damn it! Cover the president! Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Alpha Zero. We're under attack.
Look at their faces as they're listening to this. So unfazed.
Alpha Zero, respond. All Alpha, respond.
Raiden, the president's life is in danger. Head to Strut B now.
Yeah, we could head to Strut B, or we could go over to Strut F, where I can get my gun, which I totally forgot about. Yeah, the president can wait. It's the president.
Think about video games.
I'll survive.
Nothing's urgent. You can just come back, 50 days later. Unless you're playing Majora's Mask or Final Fantasy 13.
Oh god.
Other than that.
Or Dead Rising.
Oh yeah, that one too.
So, Max, if we were to do a Zelda game, which would you prefer to jump in first, Majora's or Ocarina? Ocarina, yeah.
Because it's...
Gotcha. Because Majora's definitely a more interesting one to discuss for
That's
the
cipher,
themes of it.
A type of UAV.
But Ocarina
if it
is
spots you, it
standard.
will alert enemy personnel. Exercise extreme caution.
I want to do both, yeah.
But you
Yeah,
can
I think I have them both
to
on
set up
Wii
an
U. I'll see if I
interference
can stream
field.
off of that.
That'll knock its sensors offline for a while. Try to locate some
I don't need fucking chaff. Okay. I know what I'm doing. Thanks, Colonel. Alright, so literally we just run past this guy. And, ooh! Yep, we're good. See? I totally know what I'm doing. I totally didn't clench there. I got 170 people watching right now. Thanks so much, everybody, for choosing to hang out with us on a Saturday evening. Make sure you hit that like button in case you haven't. Let's see if we can hit 200 likes before the end of the stream. That would make my weekend. Really appreciate it. Okay. So we got the M9. So now we don't have to worry about the hanging mode. We can just shoot the guys in the head. Oh. Quick question to the chat. There's a certain game that... Ooh, nope. There's a certain game that is celebrating its 15th anniversary tomorrow. You might have heard of it. It's called Shadow of the Colossus. I was thinking of streaming it on Twitch tomorrow. Would any of you guys be interested in watching that? Like if it were in the afternoon or something? Just let me know. Otherwise, I'll just get back to working on more badass videos for you
That is
guys.
one series I have never touched, the Eco Shadow and Last Guardian.
Last
Yeah.
Guardian. I would definitely recommend that at some point in your life. You absolutely 100% need to play Shadow of the Colossus. If I'm being objective about it, it's probably one of the top 10 greatest games ever made.
Yeah, because
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, because I watched your analysis comparing the Alan Wake Shadow video. I didn't have a lot of context for the story, but it sounds like something that I would definitely dive into.
It's such a beautiful
Yeah,
game. Did you ever play
on
it,
paper?
Steve?
I've played it, but I've never beaten it. But I did watch the ending though, at least. So on paper, it's one of those like grossly experimental games that it's shocking got made. I still remember reading at one point, I think it was a review, or it was some kind of retrospective piece where they said, imagine a video game where there are no enemies except boss fights and a lot of empty space.
That's literally what it is.
Yeah, and which also describes a newer game called Fury that I still need to play that I hear good things about, I guess, but it's just
amazing.
an incredibly, it's like a Death Stranding type game. It's a really high budget art piece that unlike Death Stranding is remembered very fondly because it actually has gameplay that people like. Universally, anyway.
Just two. There's a guy in the chat named Tretuge Rebanok. Only Steve and I will get that. Yeah, what time tomorrow? I'm thinking around 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, maybe. And if you want to go to my Twitch, there's a link to it in the description box below, along with links to my Twitter and all that good stuff. All right. By the way, are you looking at the screen right now, Patrick?
Yes, I'm looking.
What does this remind you of?
This little empty hallway right here. Honestly,
do you see what's on the walls?
Oh yeah, you got the blood streaks along everything, but
what does that remind you of?
Honestly, couldn't tell you.
If you don't remember the blood hallway from the first game?
Now that you mention it, what was going on around that time? Sorry.
The ninja when he chopped all the guards up.
Okay, gotcha.
Just saying, keep that in mind for later.
Oh boy.
All right, while this cutscene plays out, I'm just gonna use the washroom. Be right back.
Okay.
Then he does this. Kill Bill. Blood squirt.
All Alpha, come in. What's going on? Alpha, respond.
He just got sliced up Julian style.
So someone was asking, who's the janitor around this place? Cleans up after all this.
I'm pretty sure he died somewhere in that.
And randomly you just hear a tango playing in the
or
background.
maybe he got lucky and he was on vacation this day and he's not even there.
Yeah, he's in that dimension. See, now we're making references to something that Steve doesn't understand.
He's just hanging out in the oldest house right now, or he's on vacation.
Yeah. Dude, Steve, you need to play Control. It's right up your fucking alley.
I'm sure it is. I'll get around to it. I'm sure.
It's a big commitment, I will say, though.
How big? How many hours?
Well, the game's not that big. It's just if half the gameplay is literally reading documents that fill out the story.
What are you?
I am more and more annoyed by games that do that than I've ever been. It's really sad, but
this one is worth it. Trust me.
Yeah, well, okay, that's
It's
positive.
worth it.
That's a positive thing to hear. All right.
5 today.
And I mean, like, you and I have played games like Metal Gear Solid 5 with the documents.
Yeah, I just it's really strange. Like when Metal Gear Solid 5 does it, I still don't like it because
Yeah, I didn't like it there
integrated
too.
into the story as well. They're just disconnected from it at that point.
Right, but in Control, I think it
Okay.
works.
Yeah, because I've seen it done well and badly by the same developers. In Quantum Break, for example, a lot of it was unnecessary.
Oh, that was just I played Quantum Break even just for a handful of hours, and that was enough for me.
It wasn't necessary for the documents, but in Control, for example, it is very necessary, and it gives so much. Like, if you just play the game, you're only getting about 10-15% of the story.
Yeah, you know what's interesting? Actually, bringing up Remedy, Alan Wake is probably the best example of reading stuff and making it integral to the experience.
I remember that one being
Even though you
good.
don't
I
have
remember
to.
that one in particular. Yeah.
Oh no, absolutely. Automatic. Kojima actually is in control as well.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Oops, shit. That was my controller. Sorry. X Turbo says, "Wet boy cat jumps."
So is this whole segment just him massacring everybody?
For the most part.
Yeah,
effectively.
You smell like...
What's with his eyes?
It has to be.
Shoot him! What are you waiting for?
His name's Sam.
Vamp,
Yeah, Queen?
are you all done cleaning up?
Yes, but wait till I tell you what I found.
Something interesting?
I'll tell you in person. Where are you?
In the central unit with the president.
Be right there.
I can't wait to see your reaction to this, Patrick.
Hold on. I'm not an enemy. Calm down.
He's just flying around the room.
My name is Pliskin. Iroquois Pliskin. Lieutenant Junior Grade.
Are you a Navy SEAL? How did you get in?
Sure it
descent from a Navy
is.
chopper.
The bug crawls out of his ass.
Have I seen you before?
That suit. Are you Foxhound?
That's right.
Foxhound was disbanded. Huh? Where were you before Foxhound? Delta Force?
I was part of the Army's Force 21 trials.
Force 21? That's about tactical IT
This
deployment,
old
right?
school VR.
Any field experience?
No, not really.
So this is your first.
I've had extensive training, the kind that's indistinguishable from the real thing.
Like what?
Sneaking mission 60, weapons 80, advanced
VR, huh?
but realistic in every way.
A virtual grunt of the digital age, that's just great.
That's far
Oh,
more
it definitely
effective
is
than live
distinguishable from the
exercises.
real thing.
You don't get injured in VR, do you? Every year, a few soldiers die in field exercises.
There's pain sensation in VR and even a sense of reality and urgency. The only difference is it isn't actually happening.
That's
You know
the
what
way
just
they want
occurred
you
to me?
think, to remove you from
These
the fear that goes with
VR
battle
like
situations.
levels, they're a lot like
War is a
the
video
astral
game.
plane
What better
in
way to raise
Control.
the astral plane
the
challenges?
blocky,
Yeah.
yeah, like with the blocks and the huge void.
So you're saying that VR training is some kind of mind control?
No, we're just saying it's expensive, Raiden. It's not worth
Right.
it.
What's going on?
The Alpha team from Navy SEAL 10 is dead. No, a
Yeah,
single
the headsets
survivor.
are still a little expensive,
wired
man. They
with
did get real
nanomachines.
cheap at first.
I forgot where it was said, but there was a philosophical thought that how can a
What
soldier
about the
fight at
president?
its absolute
Looks like they
peak
took
without
him
the most
somewhere
basic
else.
primal
I
fear of
see.
death?
You said there was a survivor from SEAL Team 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Lieutenant
you're onto
J.
something there,
G.
man.
Pliskin.
Has he seen your face?
That's me
Snake
me
talks
and my
about
Top
videos.
secret mission. No one can know that we're involved.
It's a little too late for that.
We're about 11 away from a fat 200 people watching, guys.
What's
Ooh,
up?
10 away.
Take a look.
If you haven't, share this stream on your social media, guys. If we can get that even 200 people watching. And even 200 likes. Pretty please.
What the hell?
A Navy captain.
That's good to hear, Ski, anyway.
All right.
Give me a few minutes. Must have lost a few more pints than I thought. What was that man just now? That blood-sucking freak? That was Vamp. He's Romanian, a wizard with knives, as you saw.
The way he moved didn't seem human.
You won't see that in VR, I guarantee.
What is he?
One of the members of Dead Cell.
Dead Cell? Him?
A special forces unit created by ex-President George Sears. The name was originally intended to reflect its anti-terrorist functions. The unit would launch unannounced assaults on government complexes for the ultimate terrorism simulation. They were needed to show VR troopers like you how to deal with the real thing. But around the time their original
Look at their
leader
names,
died in
Patrick.
prison, the unit began to unravel.
Wait,
They were
what?
always close
Why does
to
that
the
say
edge,
gorge?
but they became more and more extreme, began to go after U.S. allies, even civilians. We estimate that no fewer than 100
Well, it's either that or
people
it was a
died as a
stupid
result
typo,
of
who
accidents
knows?
the Dead Cell arranged on their own. They were out of control, and it all
That's
came
supposed to
a
say
head
George.
6 months ago.
What happened?
The unit was devastated. There are only 3 left now, and you just saw one of them.
Why would they go after the big shell?
How should I know? I told you they were on the lunatic fringe.
What about their leader? He says he's Solid Snake.
Snake died 2 years ago.
You mean the incident that made this big shell necessary in the first place?
See ya, Skianway. Thanks for dropping
He
by,
was
man.
the one that sank that tanker.
But he's a legend.
Legends are usually bad news. There's not a lot of difference between heroes and madmen.
You're saying Snake is still alive and pulled another
He
one?
rolled high in
No, he's not
deception.
involved in this one. His body was positively ID'd 2 years ago.
Snake is dead.
And buried.
Speaking of rolling high in deception,
What about the other soldiers? I saw Russian
That's all I'm
equipment
gonna
too.
say.
Former Soviet military. They're probably mercenaries. The big shell is too much ground for just Dead Cell members to hold down. You weren't briefed on any of this? And you came in alone to boot? Why? What are you really doing here? Can't tell me, huh? Fine with me.
I don't smoke.
Keep it anyway. May come in handy. Take this too.
Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Bravo Zero, currently at the bridge between struts B and C. The president is... Damn, I can't hit this thing. It's like some bad dream. Alpha, anyone, come in, all Alpha. This is Bravo Zero.
Aren't you going to answer him?
The BC connecting bridge.
We need to get there. Can you handle it?
I need a few more minutes. Remember my frequency. It's 141.80.
141.80. Got it.
I love the
I've
slow
been
motion
briefed
grab
on this
before it's like,
plant's
yeah, there's no
layout.
point in
If you need
answering. He's gonna be
information
dead
on the
anyways.
place or about Dead Cell, contact
Yeah.
me. You're using nano communication, right?
Yeah, but I can patch into your frequency.
Hey, what's your name?
Raiden.
Raiden? Strange code name.
Makes up for the boring one my parents gave me.
Maybe I'll find out someday.
Alright. Take a load off. Liskin. Okay, so very quickly, Max Turbo in the chat is asking if we're gonna do the special skateboarding mode later.
What now? Excuse me?
Yeah. In the VR missions that you can do, this game comes loaded with VR missions that you can do. And one of them, if you complete enough of them, is a special skateboarding section. Where you literally get to see Snake ride a skateboard. And
That's for cost of admission.
unfortunately, yeah, absolutely. The problem is, on this version of the game, I don't have it. We gotta listen to this real quick.
Jack, it's me.
Everything okay, Rose?
Don't you need to save the mission data?
Oh yeah. Thanks for the reminder.
I'm good.
Jack, Do you remember what day tomorrow is?
That again. I'm sorry, but I still don't have a clue.
That's okay.
What is it, Rose? Talk to me.
I'd rather you figure it out. It's important.
How important?
Important enough? And we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Why not now?
Tomorrow seems more appropriate. I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Is that the reason you decided to be part of this mission? Okay, I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You know I'll do everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's something I need you to do as an analyst.
What is it?
It has to do with Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial record somewhere, too. You should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
Okay, so very quickly, I think it was a guy named, John Ford asks, how often you stream MGS? Not very often. I just been streaming it lately for Patrick, who's here with us, as does the YouTube channel Gaming University, and we're introducing him to the Metal Gear Solid series. And then back to the original thing. I actually bought this version of the game 2 days ago for Xbox One, and the reason why is because I own it for the PS3. The problem is, whenever I play it on my PS3, the fan goes buck wild, and I didn't want, every time I speak for you guys to hear, just, it's so annoying. So, anyways, I'm sure me blowing into the mic was equally annoying, but just want you guys to get the point. Anyways, cutscene again.
What the hell is that?
If Neo were here, he'd be getting a semi right now.
Put me out of my misery.
Especially with this music playing in the background.
This is impossible. Nothing will hit her.
That alto
Is she
set?
the one they call Fortune?
Or no, wait, no, is that an oboe? I don't know.
That is not an oboe, that's a single read, not a double read.
So what would it be then?
It's not a soprano sax, it's definitely... It might be,
Yeah, it might be an alto sax.
Or it might be an alto clarinet, honestly.
Don't let them take the president!
Oh, yeah. God, it's been so long since I've been in a band.
Yeah, it's... I haven't played in... or at least played in a group like
Ready,
that
grenades.
for... over a decade.
Tuxedo Snake says, "Hi Max, what is the chance for David Hayter talking with you on an MGS stream?" I don't think in my wildest dreams that would ever happen. But if he did, I'd love to talk to him about script writing, not just MGS.
What was in there?
And ask him what the hell was his script about
Today
in
is
regards to the
another
script he
bad
wrote for the
day.
Metal Gear Solid movie.
Is there anyone here that can give me happiness?
Lightning gun.
That rail gun, though.
Oh, not lightning, rail. A handheld railgun?
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
It's,
She's so an anime character.
Yeah.
She's way too OP. Bullets can't get anywhere near her, and she has a rail gun. Oh, and she has her badass hair.
I'm so sorry, my beauties. I'll see you
Triple
again
threat.
someday.
She's just walking through the store like, is this easy mode?
Now this is journalist mode. Thank you very much.
Colonel, SEAL Team 10's Bravo team was wiped out.
I see.
What happened to the cargo choppers?
Both of them are at the bottom of the harbor. Looks like your new hosts have a Harrier too.
A Harrier? What is this?
Calm down. It just means they anticipated the attack.
What?
Besides, since the SEALs drew their fire, your infiltration went off without a hitch. On top of that, we know their defensive capabilities.
Are you saying this was all a feint?
Raiden, get a hold of yourself. The entire mission is in your hands now. Do you understand?
But...
There's no time for questions. They could decide to retaliate for that failed assault.
You mean the hostages?
They could be in danger, yes. But we need to consider the possibility that they'll blow the whole shell. If that toxic spell does take place,
I guess
it'll devastate not only the harbor, but poison the coastline for generations. Raiden, we've had to adjust the mission objectives. The priority is now on removing those C4s that the terrorists wired over the big shell. The president can wait, but this can't.
Colonel, you know I'm no bomb disposal expert.
That's not a problem. The Bravo team brought an explosives pro in with them. He was supposed to stand by on Strut C according to their mission plan. You should find him there.
Is this according to Simulation 2?
What are you talking about? Get to Strut C and find him.
Understood. But I need to ask you something before I go.
Make it quick.
Who are they? Dead Cell, I mean. They couldn't hit her no matter how hard they tried. And that vampire, too, it's like being in a nightmare you can't wake up from.
Jack, snap out of it.
And you, Rose, I can't believe you're on this mission. I keep thinking I'll wake up.
Raiden, this is real. And that's why you won't wake up.
But nothing seems real.
I've made up my mind to stay with you. Whether this is real or a bad dream, I'll keep watching you till it's over.
Thank you, Rose. And I won't let you be just a dream.
Are you two done? Raiden, you're needed on Strut C.
300 V. It's like Omniscient says in the chat. 300 VR missions, and this loser never learned how to defuse a bomb.
See, hold on. The cutscene's got a couple seconds left. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so this is the issue again. I brought it up right at the beginning of having someone who's only have virtual experience thrown into a real situation. Because the problem with playing in video games, aka VR, is everything is pre-programmed and goes exactly to the script. Nothing goes off script. In real life, it doesn't work like that. Things don't go according to plan, and he's not doesn't have experience in that. And that, God bless America.
Hello, Miss America. Will you marry me?
And it's
come on, I'm winning.
But yeah, it's obvious he's losing his shit because he's not used to not predicting exactly what's going on.
I'm just doing this for the memes. Right. There we go. You miss me, baby. All right. Anyways, here's another Easter egg. Look, if I can get this to trigger. So I'm just gonna look in the commode real quick and call the Colonel. Yeah, game guys ahead of me.
Raiden, what are you looking at? Oh, I see. Rosemary.
What?
Could you excuse him for a moment?
Huh?
You know, so he can...
Ah, I get it. Jack, let me know when you're done, okay?
Make it harder when you talk. All right. All right. So we got another cutscene coming up in a second. That'll take about 10 minutes. You guys have anything you want to say before we trigger that?
Like, not particularly. I'm actually like having trouble staying awake for some reason right now, which is really disappointing. But
was it all that food?
Yeah, that certainly didn't help. I'll tell you that.
That always does it. Yeah, because I'm just seeing the parallels, honestly, between Raiden's experience here and what we're talking about predicting a narrative as it unfolds, whether it should come out of nowhere or be a predictable progression. And I could argue these VR soldiers are part of the camp where I can predict the entire story as it goes through. and chaos doesn't make sense. I can't handle anything that's outside of the script.
I don't know. I think
much.
the conversations are a little different in those two situations from what we were having. We were having more about story consistency. It's a little different than predicting.
Well, it's not going to be identical. It's just what's the word I'm looking for? It's a somewhat similarity.
Yeah, it's a little similar, I guess.
Yeah, you can knock off the doors. All right.
Whoever the contractor is who put those up did not use good material. I'm sorry. No, I work in construction, so I'm like every time I see that kind of stuff in games, I'm like, oh, that's not right.
If Raiden's bony ass can knock him down, it's not well erected. No. Come on, guys, 4 more likes away from that even 200. Help me, please.
Don't shoot.
You a cop?
I'm not NYPD. I came in with the Bravo team. Who are you with? And what happened to SEAL Team 10?
They're all dead.
All of them? That's bad.
Did I tell you you could move?
It's all right. He's not one of the bad guys. Don't go pointing that thing.
Raiden knows he's supposed to be looking for a guy in Shell C.
Yeah, that's right.
And yet he's acting so antagonistic towards him.
Yeah, I talked about this already.
Also a consultant for the
I could just literally just say things I've already said.
Who got dragged along for this picnic.
I thought you'd retired.
I did. Can't keep up with everybody, as you can see.
Why do I get the feeling that Raiden is on the edge of full-blown panic throughout all this?
Lives inside.
He is. They're intentionally trying to have his characters go that way, basically.
So you're the bomb disposal guy.
Kid, this is the bomb disposal guy. Open any explosives disposal textbook and you'll see his name.
Just ancient history now.
Why did they bring you out of retirement then?
Because the terrorist group here includes one of my students, the Emperor of Explosives, Fat Man. He built an atomic bomb when he was only 10. I created him in a sense.
And that's why you're here.
I'm pretty rusty. I was supposed to supervise the bomb disposal. Looks like it was taken care of before I had my turn.
I wouldn't say that. There are at least 2 people here who can claim to be experts at bomb disposal.
Are you 2 with SEAL Team 10? I didn't see you at the mission briefing.
Oh, we're with another squad. My name is Pliskin, Lieutenant Junior Grade. Honored to meet you, sir.
Mr. Pliskin, do you have any experience with explosives?
How are you gonna refuse a handshake from
He
Pliskin?
looks young, but he can do it. But we need more manpower.
What's your name?
Sure, you're with another squad.
That's an odd name.
Not very good. You're rolling low on deception now.
There was also an engineer with me.
An engineer?
A skinny guy. He went in with us.
Where is he?
I haven't seen him since that skirmish.
Was he killed?
I don't think so. I didn't find his body.
I see.
They told me he was a security systems architect for the big shell.
Why would they take a civilian along?
Everything in this structure is computer controlled. He was supposed to get us past all the security measures.
I never heard anything about that.
He had official orders with him.
We'll leave that for later. Right now, we need to figure out how to deal with all the bombs.
But there's no one left from the SEAL's EOD squad.
Yup, so we have to do it ourselves.
But I've never defused a bomb before. Hold on a sec.
Off to confer with the CO again?
He looks familiar,
He absolutely does. He looks like kind of a nerd.
Glad to hear
like a guy that might like anime.
Assist him in any way possible to clear the C4 from the structure.
Colonel, you know I've never been trained in bomb disposal.
It's all right. The man you're working with is the best in the field. All you have to do is follow his directions. You will, of course, keep your identity and mission objectives to yourself.
Is it true that an engineer came in with Stillman?
I wasn't informed of that. It's probably something the SEALs decided
I don't want
on
an
their
answer,
own.
but I'm curious if the Colonel is aware that Snake is
there are more
there.
important issues at hand, Raiden. The enemy may retaliate for the failed assault. Get those C4s neutralized now.
Colonel, I'm not qualified for bomb disposal.
Jack, it's me.
Rose?
You can do this. Trust me.
You haven't had bomb disposal training per se in VR, but you're more than capable of handling C4.
This is a little different from using C4.
You're up for this. You know that.
How about it, kid? Are the results in yet?
There's no need to think about this so much. You won't actually be dismantling the bomb. That's not for amateurs. What we'll try here instead is a temporary freezing measure. Here, look at this. This is a C4 bomb. It's live. You can see it pulsing. Now you spray this on the sucker and there we go. Simple, huh? The spray freezes the detonator instantly.
How long does the effect last?
There's no way the thing can detonate in this condition. Even if you leave it alone, it'll stay out of commission for at least 24 hours.
That's enough time.
If we had the manpower, I'd recommend complete disposal. But this will have to do. The spray can be used from several yards away. Now check the floor, ceiling, walls, under a table, everywhere. Try to imagine the locations the bomber would choose.
That won't be easy. We don't know a thing about Fat Man.
Is there anything that'll help us locate the bombs?
Here, take this with you. It's what they call an ion mobility spectrometer. It can recognize ionized
smell a
gas
gameplay mechanic.
emitted by C4s.
The what?
In other words, that little gadget sniffs
Well,
out
your sense of
C4
smell is not
scent.
bad.
That's right. I've established a link up with your radar network, so any scent detected will be represented visually. Have the sensor activated and keep your eye on the radar.
What if he's using some other odorless substance?
I know Fat Man well. I know how into his own aesthetics he is.
Signatures?
Yes, on every bomb
Uncle Fester?
he builds, he always leaves a trace of the cologne he uses. The sensor also picks up that particular scent spectrum.
Is that something he learned from you?
No, it was his own quirk. He wouldn't work by any rules except his own, and he followed them like a religion. And common sense wasn't one of his strong points. I thought I taught him everything I knew. I have no children of my own, and I thought I found a son in him. He had the right stuff, you know. There's something very unusual about an ability like that. Even at Indian Head, he got special treatment. I remember some people called him one of the fat cats. Maybe that's what started all this. I didn't teach him the most important thing I had to tell him. There are some things you have to pass on. The trick is to know which one. Right. All I taught him was skills. And now I have to stop him from using it to destroy
You
us
sure the most important thing that you didn't tell him was to not go to McDonald's every day?
That would be important advice if anybody actually stuck to it, I think.
I'm activating him. Watch. You see the green stuff on the
So he's just going to talk about how to
That's a
find the
visual
bombs here. I just want to say
representation of a
quickly,
C4 scent
Jamie
detected
Garcia,
by a
thank you
sensor.
for that $4, dog.
Isn't it?
Don't
Or
complain.
Dame,
It's better
I
than
don't know.
nothing.
Could be
Just
either dude or
activate the
chick.
sensors and
Thanks
search
so
the
much.
area, okay?
Thanks for the,
Don't forget
looks like
that
a
you need the
mug of
radar
red
to
Kool-Aid
use the
there.
system. Log into the node at every strut and turn the radar on.
We have to keep out of the enemy's sight, too.
Because the radar gets knocked offline when we're spotted?
Exactly. Fat Man would have allotted some C4s here in Strut C as well.
Here?
I know the structure of this facility, and if he wants to take out the plant, where he would target.
You know this for sure?
Of course. I taught him the techniques he uses. His ideas are based on my theories. Demolition is a kind of ideology. It makes no exceptions for time or place. Big shell consists of 2 hexagons joined end on end, north to south. There should be packets of C4s on each of the vertices, or the struts in this case. You need at least that to take a building of this integrity out.
6 on shell 1, another 6 on shell 2. A total of 12 bombs at least.
Considering the shell's architecture and composition from an engineering standpoint, that's my conclusion, and it's exactly what he would have decided as well.
G-Man sends in the 5 young Euros right there with Oh, that's a pair. I thought there was a laughing...
Kid, this place is
I
all
won't say.
yours. I'll take care of Shell 2.
Thank you very much, G-Man. I really appreciate that.
Take this.
That's G-Man 2020. Suddenly the G-Man
this?
sounds like a much better presidential
Security card
candidate all of a
issued to
sudden.
Shell personnel.
Yeah.
The big Shell security layout includes varying levels
Instead of giving you the illusion
clearance
of
level is
choice,
identified by
I
the
will
number
make
printed
the
on these
decision
doors.
for you.
Wrighton,
Mr.
your
Freeman.
card key can open doors with security clearance level 1. Pliskin, your card can get you into
At least
level
he'd be
3
honest.
areas. You needed to get next door to Shell 2.
Hey, Karma Badger, good to see you.
How did you get this?
That engineer I told you about gave it to me. He was supposed to program a set of all access cards once we were on site. Unfortunately, this card won't get you into every area of this structure.
All right, can we go and
We'll have to
defuse?
deal with the remaining security
Excuse me,
lockouts
defuse
as
some
they
shit
come up.
already.
Let's get going. You stay here.
No.
All right, I got a couple things to say
The two of
here.
us can handle it. Don't worry.
But
Mostly,
You'll just slow us
if
down with
I
that
was
leg
writing
of
this,
yours.
this is how I would go about it.
There's
Scenario.
a war going on here. I don't have time to babysit anymore.
Got plenty of time.
Why don't
This
you
is
just let us
probably
handle
the one
grunt
stretch
work?
of the game
You can
where
tell us what to do
we can
over the radio, like in the
confidently,
original mission plan.
talk a lot.
all right. I'll give you instructions from here. I may also need to prepare a backup plan just in case.
In case of what?
Good luck to both of you. This is a dangerous one.
Who dares, wins.
If anything comes up, let me know. My frequency is 140.25.
Good luck, kid. I'll see you later. Semper Fi.
Semper Fidelis.
That man's no SEAL. I don't even think he's a Navy man.
What?
PS4 tuxedo.
Semper Fi.
Maybe it's just me, but I swear I want to track down all these numbers and try to find some kind of meaning there. There probably isn't, but that's how my mind works.
Normally, team leaders stay in the CP.
I've never come across any sort of meaning in the
Yeah.
numbers.
I doubt
As far
there
as
is,
I
but
know, SEALs keep their
my brain is
officers away
telling
from
me
the field.
that. But anyways.
And
Hey,
who
man.
dares win
Might be the
is
first to make
model
a
of the
discovery
British
there.
Special Air Service.
Is he one of the terrorists then?
No, somehow I don't think so. If there's someone to suspect, I'd put my money on you.
I'm...
Girl.
Just take care of those bombs for now.
What about you? They could be back in this area soon.
I'll hide out in this pantry for a while. If I lock the door, it should be all right. Plenty of food in here too, so you don't need to worry about me. I'll give you instructions by codec from here. Good luck, kid.
Thanks, man.
Bomb disposal is a face-off with your own mortality. Don't let the fear get to you. When you give in to the fear, the darkness comes.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, Omniscient. Alright. Just want to point out real quick. We hit over 200 likes. Thank you so much, everybody. Honestly, when you hit the like button on these streams or any of my videos, it tells the YouTube algorithm that the content is worth watching. Not just on the video you're watching, but for all the other videos on my channel. So if you like this video, the YouTube algorithm is more likely to send out all the other videos on my channel. So when you do it, it really helps. So the fact that we got over 200 means a lot. So thank you so much. Oh shit, I forgot. We gotta get to the Easter egg. Shit.
Is it a time thing?
Yeah, I might have missed it when I was just saying all that. Crap. Did I miss it? Nope, we're good. Check this out.
Oh, the box is... Snake, what are you doing? What are you
Going
doing?
away from? Up your box.
He just walks down the...
Yeah.
Anyways.
You gotta do that pretty quickly, otherwise you'll miss them.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go back in here. Because,
Alright, I'm gonna start
I
ranting
wanna-
now, since you got some gameplay sections, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright. Let's see if I can get these all out in words in a coherent way, because on the spot I'm not that good of a speaker. when that gentleman was discussing Fat Man, he's basically stating, I just taught him the skills, but what he did with them is on his own prerogative. And I'm drawing the similarities between Raiden here in relation to the VR only teaches these people the skills, but what they do with it after the fact is entirely up to them. How efficient they are is entirely up to them. That being said, if I was writing this, would I send someone who is untested in live practical battle alone into a mission? When we don't know how it would perform, especially with one this important.
Right.
If I was writing this, I would have, or at least I was in charge of this op, I would send Snake in there without Raiden knowing, just to basically keep an eye on him and see how it performs. Act as a kind of mentor figure to guide him onto the right path, but if he fails, it happens to be there to take care of business.
Steve, I can literally see and hear the grin coming across your face right now as he said that. Oh, you're probably muted.
Don't tell me anything, but that's how I would write it.
God, you were right. You read my mind. I was muted. Jesus. I was actually saying I can't grin too hard because I'm a little tired. I have mixed feelings about what he said, but okay.
It's like you're watching your favorite movie with your new girlfriend, and you just want to talk about all the things that you love about it, but you can't because they have to experience it for the first time. So, yeah, everything that you just said, there's so much.
Don't tell me anything, but that's how I would write it.
This is Raiden. Disposal of the C4 in Strut D is complete. Explosives were planted on the maintenance hatch.
That's not like him.
Anything wrong?
Maybe. Pliskin's reported other locations too, and none of them are effective demolition points.
What do you mean?
It means that they wouldn't be the best places to choose if you wanted to destroy this place.
Are you saying they don't plan on blowing the shell up?
It certainly seems that way. So far we haven't seen anything but a waste of good explosives. Unless, of course, we're missing something.
A trap?
He couldn't have overlooked the fact that I would be called into this. There's something going on.
Okay, I just wanted to say it's now 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think where we are at in the game, I think we should be able to get to either the first or second boss fight, and then we will be able to cut out the stream. Okay. I think that'll be a good time. So yeah, over the next, let's say, 20 minutes, there will be a couple more of those like codec calls that you just saw, but for the most part, we're just looking for bombs. And, yeah, I don't need to go back up. All right, on to the next strut. I think that was the only one.
Gotcha.
All right.
But yeah, I just love in writing when you have your protagonist and one of the antagonists have the same thematic story progression. As someone put it into better words, let me just scroll up a little bit. For Piefoot saying that they're Fat Man and Raiden are both apprentices, so to speak, and they're having their own independent journey that parallels one another.
By chance, did you watch any of my videos on Metal Gear Solid 1 yet?
I have not watched anything on it yet. Just you told me playing this one first would help me to. It'd be better if we watched this first before going into your videos.
I guess because I start talking about my first videos are actually on Metal Gear Solid 2, then I go back and do 1. Yeah, maybe I guess, but because I was gonna say like, I mean, boy, I wish I had a new girlfriend who had this kind of reaction to Metal Gear Solid 2. That'd be great. But you know, you're definitely in the ballpark of the themes that I talk about in one of my videos for sure.
Any woman that was semi-good looking and was into Metal Gear Solid, that's immediate wife material. Oh shit!
It's funny you say that. There's a girl I've been talking to for some time right now who actually got into Metal Gear Solid. She's a big fan. So,
ring that right now.
Yeah.
Did you talk a lot about Solid Snake with your girlfriend?
No, not really, not particularly. But yeah, it's on the to-do list to eventually have a serious relationship with her. She kind of inconveniently lives several time zones away, so
Inconveniently.
inconveniently.
Oh, I thought you said
Not
convenient.
convenient. I wish it was convenient, but no.
He said
Two
convenient.
continents away, far enough away that it's
Puzzling. I
eh.
saw a man dressed like a ninja
But it's
just
nothing
now.
that can't be overcome.
Mhm.
It's the only way to describe it.
That's the
Kind
right
of
attitude.
cyborg ninja complete with a sword.
What?
Are you hiding something from me?
Olga, are you sure it wasn't an Arsenal Tengu?
A man dressed like a ninja, you say?
Don't be a fool. Think I wouldn't know the difference? I've never seen field kill
There
like
we
that
go,
ever.
cyborg ninja. I wonder who that could be.
Anything else?
Actually, one more thing. You'll find it hard
Well.
to believe, though. I saw a man hiding
here
under
she
a
is.
cardboard box.
Where?
On the connecting bridge to Shell 2. So you believe me this
So I'm
time?
assuming the baby has already been born at this point.
Yes.
It's probably maybe like a year and a half. It's hard to tell how far along she was.
Freeze!
Yeah, that sounds about right. A year and a half.
You must be one of Dead Cell.
Of course not. What a thing to say.
Drop your
So I
gun.
don't feel bad
Does
about
she always
shrinking
have
her
a
again.
scar?
Not a chance.
Yeah. Curious Credin with that 279. That's such a specific amount of money, but thank you so much. Metal Girl Solid. Yeah, Olga's pretty badass. This series has some of the coolest female characters, man.
I saw a female soldier. Russian. Must be Olga Gerlukovich. How do you know?
Unlike you, I've been briefed.
She's not a Dead Cell?
No, she commands a Russian private army.
They must be the ones patrolling the big shell.
That's right. She's led the group ever since her old man, Colonel Gerlukovich, died. Watch yourself with her. She's a tough one.
Come on, we tranked her in like 2 minutes. It's not that tough. Alright. So we gotta find the bomb up here, and my stupid ass forgot to use, or go to the node, so we don't get caught. Oh, what the? Damn it. I'm so scared. Go to bed, thank you. You look around a little bit too much for my liking. Alright, where are the rest of you buttholes? I'm gonna try and take away my...
You know, since we mentioned it earlier, and since we were just talking about Olga, well, I mentioned it. You mentioned The Last of Us 2, I think, briefly. First time she came up. I've never actually, to this day, finished a single Naughty Dog game. So it's on my list of things to do, and at least do the first Last of Us. And then possibly Last of Us 2, so I could talk to Soul Porpoise about it. Maybe.
By the way, shout out to Soul Porpoise, who actually helped read the script for my Bloodborne video. Very kind to do that. And pro tip, if you want to crawl a whole lot faster, just, you know, switch your gun in and out. Again, big boss rats. Okay, I don't think there are any more dudes, so we can just run back. So we got 2 of the struts clear to bombs. We just got to go and do the 4. And that shouldn't take too long, because I know where they all are. Hey, Todd Cafe, thanks so much for dropping by, man. Really appreciate it. Hope you're chilling, having a good weekend. And, oh yeah, speaking of Naughty Dog, I finished Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3. Never played Uncharted 1. And I, of course, played all of The Last of Us and The Last of Us Part 2. I still want to beat Uncharted 4, but for whatever reason, I just never got around to doing it.
Played the first 3, and that was only like last year was the first time I got into Uncharted. But they did Crash too, right? Way back. Then I played. That's the only ones that I played when I was younger. Then, which people don't associate Naughty Dog with Crash, right? At this point.
Yeah, I'm the one that associates Naughty Dog with Crash. I grew up on those games. Those were pretty much the first games. Oh, I thought that said M9.
Yeah, for some reason.
For
some reason, I thought they did Ratchet and Clank too, but apparently, Insomniac just got the Naughty Dog's game engine to use for that game.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like, I was just looking it up during that just now. It's like, yeah, apparently they shared the game engine with them when they made Ratchet and Clank.
Okay, pay attention, Patrick. You're gonna love this.
Be careful. There are Claymore mines around there.
Who is this?
Stealth-equipped Claymore mines, invisible to the naked eye. Use the mine detector.
Identify yourself.
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep
Throat, you say?
You mean from Shadow Moses?
Mr. X, then.
Mr. X now, is it? Why would it matter if I called you Deep Throat?
Never mind
Oh,
about
God.
that.
Why did you contact me?
Let's just say I'm one of
So
your
Deep
fans.
Throat does ASMR. That's this section.
Yeah.
Colonel,
OnlyFans?
someone calling himself Mr. X just contacted me. Do you know anything about it?
No. And whoever it wasn't a burst transmission. The transmission was sent from within the big shell.
He called himself Deep Throat at first. Do you think...
I caught that part too. But the possibility of it being true is none. Gray Fox was the one who used that alias in Shadow Moses, and he's dead.
Is it an enemy trap?
Could be. Exercise extreme caution.
Yeah, if we recall correctly, Gray Fox got turned into Ragu. See you later, Enrio. Thanks so much for dropping by, man. And it's always a pleasure to see your name pop up. So yeah, there are... Oh, fuck, I forgot about that guy. No!
Oh, was that it?
I forgot about that guy. For fuck's sake.
Your perfect run just...
I completely forgot about that guy. And I never forget about that guy. Fuck. Well, at least we're still gonna try and go for the no health and no kills.
Do you get any benefits at the end for doing this type of thing?
You used to, because you could upload your progress to Konami's website, but not so much anymore, just bragging rights.
Gotcha, okay.
Now we gotta take out all these fucking ciphers. I'm so stupid. Bad. Get the hell out of here. Now, where is that? I don't think he's there anymore. Get across here real quick. This is so bootleg. Enjoyable, but bootleg. And yeah, and of course, he doesn't run away and you know, do the call. And he doesn't do one of the longer calls. He just says, "It's the enemy. I need help," so I can't fucking shoot him back. This fucking sucks. God damn it. We'll be fine. Just stupid. Oh, nope.
Well, now that the first alert went off, the pressure's off.
Yeah.
We can just enjoy the rest of the pacifist run.
This will be a pacifist run, don't get me wrong, guys. It will remain a pacifist run. Nobody will die.
Well, they make it so easy, especially how much ammo they give you for this.
Yeah. Should see how much ammo they give you in the very easy version of the game. With that difficulty.
I don't think I've ever played on very easy, or at least it's been a long time.
Yeah, when I played as a little kid, that's all I played on. I was a kid, and I didn't like challenge. Okay, so need to get to it. Where is? Oh, I remember. But I'm just paranoid that some dude's gonna come out and take away. Tumblers. Is there a dude down here that I can... Okay. If I recall correctly, there's just this one dude that's down there, and we're gonna...
One second, guys. I gotta help my roommate with something. I'll be right back.
Alright, you're not missing anything. Okay. Have you beat the... Oh, you're not talking to me, Saladin. Okay. We'll get the bomb there in a second. We'll just wait for Patrick to get back. First and foremost, radar. Now, if I got the radar and strut E, doing it properly, I wouldn't have got caught. All right. Secondly, is there any M9 ammo in here? Because I could really use it. Jeopardy, double jeopardy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. No. Okay. What we will get, though, is the mine detector and SOCOM suppressor. Because I don't plan on killing anybody, but if I do need to blow something up, I want to do it stealthily. You know, that's an oxymoron, but F you. You guys got any nice plans for the weekend? I want to see in the chat like what games you guys are currently playing right now. Hey, Steve, have you checked out the Ghost of Tsushima update yet?
No, I have not. Is it out yet already?
Yep. I haven't checked it
Oh
out
well,
yet.
I mean,
Just been really
whenever
busy.
you want to try that multiplayer out, I'm game.
Sure, dude. You should try to stream it.
Yeah, I'll think
I
about
just need to find time to do it because I got a lot of work on my next video that I gotta get done, and no, I don't want to say what it is. It's one that I said to you guys that I've been working on in the past right now, but I'll let you figure that out. Okay, so while these guys are catching Z's, let's just just wondering if it's important that Patrick be here to hear what Stillman has to say. Is it fine, Eldad? That's good to hear. I'll just read what you guys are saying while we're waiting for Patrick to get back. RE Remake and Ultra Kill. Nice, nice. Remnant from the Ashes and World War Z. I heard World War Z was pretty good. Is it, like, what's the difference between that and, like, Left 4 Dead 2? New Vegas, nice. I'm replaying Death Stranding, but online this time. Nice, yeah. That's the better way to go, in my opinion. Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, I beat that for the second time recently on PC. Persona 4. God, that's another series everybody's bloody telling me to play. I will do it. I don't know when.
I've tried.
I was
gonna say I've tried one of the Persona games, but I just can't really get into it.
What type of game is it?
So it's like a JRPG dungeon crawler crossed with a very visual novel style of story. So, I mean, that's the best way to describe it very quickly. I haven't played 5. I played a little bit of 3 and a little bit of 4. So I'm still just not super familiar with the series. I probably shouldn't say much else.
If I play Persona 5, I'll probably just do it on like super easy mode because I'm just playing it for the story, and I don't like JRPGs.
You stream it, I'll watch it, man. I need to watch somebody play it. Oh boy.
Seems like Patrick is kind of preoccupied, so I don't really think this particular call is that important. We'll just explain it to him.
This is Raiden.
Sure.
I just finished disposing of
you know what? Because he's not here, let's just skip it.
Yeah.
Save us the time. So, chat, anybody who's watching this for the first time, never played Metal Gear Solid. Ooh, shit. Oh, that guy's upstairs. I almost had a heart attack. Yeah. Stillman's just gonna say, all these bomb placements don't make any sense. Like, I don't know what my boy is doing. And that's pretty much it. And
back.
This dude is...
Oh, welcome back.
Hey, so...
What'd I miss?
You missed a very uneventful codec call that's building on stuff that we already established.
Copy that.
That is, basically Stillman just saying, oh, these bomb placements don't make any sense, man. What is Fat Man doing? I don't know, man. And that's it.
Okay.
Bomb hunt. It's a bomb
So
hunt.
they're not in any structural places that would actually serve a purpose. They're kind of just random.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much. I should have made the run there, but I didn't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go... There are 3 more bombs left. Okay. Fuck you. There are 3 more bombs left. One's in struts A, B, and C. I'm gonna do what I usually do, which is do the one in B first, then go to C, then go to A. Because that's sort of a good strategy for people that are doing speed runs of this game. And you'll understand why when I... What are you... Don't flip into the wall. And, yeah. You can see Ryan is very acrobatic. He does freaking cartwheels without using his hands. People say that he's not a badass like Snake. Alright. Go to bed, bitch! think there are M9 bullets over here. No? Ah. Anyways, bomb's right there.
More trails of blood.
Yeah, the janitor hasn't gotten here yet. Alright, screw you, dog.
Well,
now back over.
Yeah, well, the janitor's hanging out in watery Washington right now, so he's nowhere near here.
Oh, we got this codec call.
Jack, do you remember the day we met?
I'm kind of busy right now, Rose.
You're right, sorry.
I do remember. It was right after I transferred to New York. There are all these tourists around you in front of the Federal Hall.
A group of middle-aged Japanese ladies came up and asked me which building it was that King Kong was climbing in the movie. I said it was probably the Chrysler Building, and then you showed up and started mouthing off. You were like, no, it's the Empire State.
I said the Chrysler Building was in Godzilla.
We started arguing, and I forgot all about the tourists. I was insisting that I was right, and you were doing the same. The next thing we knew, the Japanese women had gone away, and we ended up going to the Skyscraper Museum to see who had the better recall.
We argued all the way to Battery Park.
And for nothing.
Since the museum was closed, we went our separate ways from the museum. And then I found you again by coincidence out in the base corridor.
An amazing
And the world is at risk of a nuclear holocaust.
That night we went
They're
up to
talking
the
about
top
the
of
day they
Empire
met.
State.
She's keeping his
It was
mind
so
focused and not stressing out
I
too
could look
much.
down on the Chrysler Building from 120
Is that what it
stories
is?
above
Well, it's a
ground.
secondary
I
effect,
felt
maybe not intentional.
overwhelmed. I didn't care anymore who was right.
Possibly
And that was our
intentional, I don't
first
know.
date.
We watched King Kong in your
See, the
apartment
thing
a bunch
is,
of times
one thing
that
you'll
night.
learn
Didn't
once you
see
get
till
more
later.
into
There's
the
layers.
fan
There's more
community.
layers
If
to
it weren't
everything
for
in
that
Metal Gear Solid 2 than in
coincidence,
anything
we wouldn't
else
be together.
in existence
I
in the
know.
universe. So
I'm sorry, Jack. I'm
you know.
taking up your
There's so
time
many
again.
layers to this game,
What?
it makes
Take
Shrek
care.
like blush.
Shrek.
Honestly, as you know, this game has layers. That was a terrible Scottish accent. I apologize to any of our Scottish viewers. Okay, so yeah, 2 more bombs.
Yeah, I can only do my Celtic accents when I've been drinking. Oh gosh.
So can the rest of us.
But yeah, like I'd say in effect, by having Rose, is she physically there? Did we establish that, or is she just involved?
Codec.
So just codec. So she's not physically there though.
Nope, nobody ever is
Raiden here.
in these
I
games
took
usually.
care of the C4
Okay.
and Strut C.
It's rare anyway.
The ceiling of the
But
women's
yeah, like I would
bathroom was
argue
set to
that
blow.
that's an easy way to
Good
keep
work.
someone who
Only
may
one
or may
more left
not
to go.
panic in a situation in a
Pliskin.
more calm
You
state
read
is
me,
have
Pete.
someone
I'm here.
that
What's
he
up?
loves
Raiden, you
in
need
his
to hear
ear,
this too.
literally.
I'm listening.
That'll help
I
calm
checked
him
out the
down.
bottom of Strut H for you, Pete.
I think
Wait,
I just
what's
don't
this
like
about?
Rose very much,
I
so I'm
asked
just
Pliskin
not
to
really
look around.
deep, but
Oh
you're
really?
right.
I
Can't
personally
shake the
totally
feeling
like
that all
her
the bombs
and
so far
Raiden.
were just
Always
wrong.
have. So
Did you find anything?
never had the
a
slightest
lot of C4
slightest
packed into
problem
the
with
bottom of
either
the
of their
Strut.
characters.
Pete called it right.
Until
I'm on the
until later,
spectrum,
of course.
dude,
But
so-
this game totally
All the
fine.
other ones were dummies?
No.
Okay.
They're a threat, all right.
I'm gonna
But the
trust that you're
detonation
I am being
is
100%
enough to
serious,
destroy
don't
the
worry.
entire shell.
I don't joke
More power
about.
to you.
Well, I'd be very
Serious
obvious
structural
about joke about stuff.
That's
But
not the bad news.
no,
either.
yeah.
Others are sensor-proof.
That's the thing
You
though.
love
Like
all
I
this.
basically
The
eat up
ionization
whatever
sensor
Kojima
can't
does
detect them.
98% of the
whole
time.
thing is sealed tight to
Well,
prevent vapor
okay,
leak,
now it's
and there's
like
no trace of that
90.
cologne signature.
Okay, 85.
Pete,
About 85
looks
now
like
that
you
Death
fooled
Stranding's out.
Yes.
So you know,
But you managed
and
to
that Metal
find
Gear
the thing
Solid 5
anyway.
also knocked it
It
down
was
a
sheer
bit.
luck.
But you know,
Bombs that are invisible to the
up
sensor?
until we got
Any
to Metal
ideas,
Gear
Pete?
Solid
Are
5,
there
it was
more out
very
there?
hard for
I
me
will
to
see for myself.
really
move
feel
fast
like there was
enough.
anything
He's
Kojima
right.
did that was
I
a
can try the spray
misstep.
from a distance.
Hold on. There's
But
something not
5
right
on
about
is
this, and I
definitely
can
where
feel it.
it
Well,
started
Pete,
to
should I come
definitely
back
go
and get
down.
No, there's no need. Raiden,
Let's hope
you
that
have
when
one
it
left
comes
to
to
go,
his
correct?
horror game that
Right,
he
except for those
pulls another
scentless ones.
rabbit out of a
How
hat.
about
I'm starting to
two
worry
left,
that we're
not
in
counting
this
this
phase of his career
Okay.
is
It'll have to be me.
it's going to be a
I
trend
have
when
the
he comes
level
out with a
4 card
third
that'll get
game
me
that
into
I
Shell
see
2
some
in that
patterns
case.
since Metal
You'll
Gear
never
Solid
make
5
it.
that make me
With that
worried.
bad leg of yours, they'll
It's
spot you
mostly
for sure.
oh, I should
That
stop
won't
talking.
happen.
We're in a codec call.
I can walk just fine. I can even run.
It's okay. We only got to the
What do you
important part
mean?
right now.
That bomb 5 years ago, I messed up. Even with all my experience, I lost it. And the church was lost in the explosion. All those kids playing nearby too. These past 5 years, I've lived a lie.
Lied?
Yes, lied. I didn't lose my leg in the explosion. So many dead. All because of my mistake. All I could think about was hiding from the crime, shielding myself from the public outcry. I wanted people to be sorry for me, for my weakness. I faked being a victim myself because I couldn't bear to face the families of the real victims. This is no prosthetic. I can keep my footing on catwalks and hike over deserts. I lived my life so well, I haven't even answered to myself for my sins. It was supposed to be a shield, and it's become a shroud instead. I've killed my soul by playing the victim. Instead of protecting me, it's made my life even more hellish.
What good can that do the victims?
I know. I'm a coward.
Hey, Pete.
God forgive me. I can walk with my own 2 feet, and I need them to stop Fat Man. His crimes are also mine. One of omission and arrogance. No one should teach the skills I taught him without a clear conscience. This is the only way I can diffuse my own sins.
I get you, Pete. That one's all yours. You got it, Raiden?
I understand.
Pete, I've taken care of guards in struts G and H of Shell 2. I wouldn't recommend you go into any of the other struts.
I owe you one.
I'll get back to freezing the baby bombs then.
You do that too, Raiden.
I'm on it.
I'll have the radio with me if you need to get in touch. Just don't ask for Peg Leg Peter. He's gone for good.
Hey, Peg Leg... Oh, never mind. You're probably still watching it.
No, it's just closing after the point now. The important part's over.
It's the other.
Damn it! I wanted to. Okay, I wanted to show you something fun that you can do with the guards, and I'm gonna take a special pleasure in what I'm about to do here to this guard for seeing me. Wait, gotta wait for him to come down the hall. So yeah, Stillman's a liar.
But
Capital L.
Before I forget, somebody in the chat asked about Death Stranding.
Freeze.
And I just want to say my criticism that I'm mostly getting at is that Kojima's writing is getting sloppier ever since Metal Gear Solid 5 in particular, and Death Stranding, there's definitely a lot of fat that should have been trimmed.
I agree.
He rambles on, or...
I mean, it just feels like things aren't as concise. So, Metal Gear Solid 1 through 3, in particular, I think, are very concise, including also, for that matter, Peace Walker. And even strangely, I would argue Metal Gear Solid 4, though very long-winded, everything in that game serves a purpose, even throughout all the lengthy dialogue. And it really feels like, from Metal Gear Solid 5 on in his career so far, it's only been 2 games, that he's really lost his touch of making things consistently purposeful. And I really think it's probably because he doesn't have enough other people reining him in anymore.
Yes.
Because he's out of Konami now. He's basically... It just feels like he's got too much free reign, and he really needs some other people to help keep him a little in check, is my opinion. And to actually answer Justin's question, I think it was Justin. Shoot, I have to check in the chat. But yeah, Death Stranding is not really anything like Metal Gear Solid 2. It's not even like anything Metal Gear Solid really at all, except that this game still strongly discourages you from killing people, as is classic Kojima fashion. But other than that, the game's like totally different. So.
Well, even the greatest writers need an editor to keep them on track.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. George Lucas. Excuse me.
I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't have that problem, but that's me. I'm always very critical of myself to some degree, and I would definitely want to get other people's eyes on anything I do. So.
Yeah, I do that almost to a fault, where I want as much input as possible.
And Piefoot says, "Yeah, no Fukushima to write codecs from." Yeah, and let's be clear. That is what Fukushima did. He didn't write all the games. Thank you very much.
He just wrote a little bit of the codex. That's a minor thing that we've already discussed this in a previous video we had on Max's channel. But yeah, long story short,
look, go ahead.
It's other writers that's not Fukushima that may or may not have had other influences on him in other ways. But there's really no evidence to say about anything, really, with any other writers that he's ever worked with. that I'm aware of, anyway.
Yeah, there's this, like, look, a lot of people like to sort of shit on Kojima because a lot of people do love him, and it's like people are kind of confused when they don't happen to like Metal Gear Solid, yet everybody praises it as the greatest thing since sliced bread. And it's like, I get that, but it sort of gets to the point where just the hatred for him becomes blind and pathological just so he could be contrary. And like, I, for example, I worship at the altar of Hideo Kojima, but even I will admit when he's done some stupid shit, which he's done quite a bit.
I think at the end of the day, the higher we hold someone on a pedestal, the more apparent and critical people get at the minor mistakes. If it was anybody else, it would be forgiven, but because we hold them in such high esteem, it hits that much harder.
Sealed C4 and in huge quantities.
You think there's another one in
Someone
Shell
mentioned
1?
Thor High Heels. Yes, I've seen all of Thor High Heels videos. Really good work, really good stuff. I think he does great work.
Shell 2 will be well
I gotta look him up real quick.
Oh, he does long videos. They're great.
Not
You
immediately.
definitely, whenever you have like an entire day's worth of time. He's got a giant retrospective on Kojima's work as a whole, going over Police Knots and Snatcher a little bit as well.
The whole structure will tear itself apart under its own weight.
What do we do?
I have a sensor that can locate even those scentless C4s.
Oh,
it
nice.
makes combined use of a neutron scintillator and a hydrogen bomb detector. It's the thing
The glove
required
don't
to
fit,
save
don't
the
quit.
C a little while back. Does it work? I just tested it, and it definitely.
Someone in the chat said, if the glove don't fit, don't quit.
Not the radar.
Sound?
The shorter the interval between beacons,
OJ
the
glove?
closer the target.
What are you
I get
talking?
you.
Like, what's that in reference?
all
to?
I don't know, I
yours,
assume that they're
I'm
doing
going
it
to
for
study it some
Stillman
more
for
and
some
see if the
reason.
freezing process will work. Don't touch the other one until I say so.
Okay. I'll stand by until you radio in.
Okay, so that's all the bombs. Now we just gotta get out of here, and then what time is it right now? Okay, so we have about half an hour, and I think we'll be able to get through. I don't want to say, but everybody else who's played this game knows what's. We should be able to get through that pretty quick. Great. That's all the bombs. See, Ryan, what were you so worried about, for Christ's sake? It's like, I've never defused a bomb before, and literally all you have to do is spray it like you spray your Japanese pistol.
It's almost like it's a video game where they have to completely abstract any really hard real-world actions into something that makes good sense for gameplay.
Wait a minute, you telling me you can't spray bombs in real life?
No, Max, I'm just telling you, it seems incredibly unlikely that you
I'm
could.
looking at it, but I'm keeping my distance. How's Pliskin doing?
A few more minutes. I
Way
just
to
got to the last
tread in
strut,
on
but
my,
there are a few enemy
Bulger
sentries
fans.
I have
Well,
to take
okay,
care of.
one day
Does it
we'll
look
have
bad, Peter?
spray that's just nano machines, and when you spray on the bomb, they'll just go in and take care of it for you. How about that?
I think it has less to do with the bomb, but more to do with the electrical wiring. Because when you do chill and freeze wires, the electrons don't move as quickly.
Here we go.
Damn! That was it!
What's going on?
The detonator just woke up. It's counting down.
What happened?
The big ones were rigged to be activated when all the baby C4s went offline. Right. The one in Shell 1 should be counting down too. Hurry!
What's the remaining time?
400 seconds.
400 seconds?
Right. Move! Get to the bottom of strut A now!
Kojima made a jab at Metal Gear Rising in Ground Zeroes?
It's some Thor High Heels has it in one of his videos. He makes reference to it, but don't. It's a minor thing that you'd have to see the clip from the game.
Okay.
Right. Pliskin. Listen carefully.
What?
What is it?
I fell for it.
Fell for what?
That man has my number. A proximity trigger. Microwave.
Microwave?
With a 7-foot range. It's not a technique I taught him. Neither was that multi-bomb booby trap. Looks like he's far surpassed me as far as explosives technique goes. As for the rest...
Pete, get the hell out of there.
There's less than 30 seconds left. It's too late.
No!
Pliskin, get away from strut H as fast as you can.
Pete!
Right. Keep your distance. Use the spray from as far away as possible.
Me?
You can do it. I know that.
I'm not so sure.
But I am. Do it. I know you can.
That's what you get for being a liar.
I don't know, man. I don't think the two are related, but
I know. I'm just fucking around. Okay, so as I said before, I bring this up again. As you can see, the reason why I froze the last bomb in strut A is so that when the timer started counting down, I was closest to the bomb that we need.
yeah, that's always smart.
So there's only one bomb, and depending on what difficulty you choose, it always changes. But for normal, I am pretty sure it is here, right on the. I don't understand why putting it on the bottom of the sub. But I guess because it's at the very bottom of the sub.
Are there any fuel tanks on the sub itself that would also secondary ignite?
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe already.
Potential reason, I don't know.
Colonel, I've neutralized the bomb.
Good work, Raiden.
It was a great
You managed to avoid blowing up.
Yes, it was.
Colonel.
Oh god, we haven't got to that line yet.
Seems that the duct for diverting the contaminated seawater was destroyed, and the central section of Shell 2 is flooding. The explosions ignited the oil slick on the surface.
What about the toxins?
The chemicals stayed in containment. There's no immediate danger.
Is the big shell stable?
Shell 1 was unaffected. The price was high, but the threat of the bomb is over for now.
What's the next objective?
Rescue the president. Get back to the upper level.
Roger that.
We gotta go save our boy. He needs us. Okay. Name is Mr. Johnson.
Raiden, the terrorists have retaliated for our
Took 10
bomb
steps and they
neutralization.
call me back.
What?
A hostage has been killed. Shot in the head. They shot one of them on the roof, just to make sure we caught it. One of our satellites caught it clear as day.
Damn.
They announced they would kill one every hour from now on.
What are my orders? What should I do?
Stay with your mission objective. Rescue the president.
What about the other hostages?
President Johnson is your first priority.
Priority my butt. They're all in danger.
Jack, be reasonable. I know what you're feeling, but you can't save them all.
No, not by myself.
Are you expecting that Pliskin to come through?
Well,
looks like he's turned his radio off too.
I can't complete this mission by myself.
That man was not included in the simulation. He is not a factor in this mission.
What do you mean by that, Colonel?
Your mission must remain a solo effort.
What about the SEALs? No second attempt?
They haven't even gotten to planning that. All we can do is wait. In the meantime, you're our only hope.
I understand.
Raiden, go and rescue the president. You can start off by getting to the upper level of Strut A.
He said, but. See you later, Mags1021. Thank you for staying up so late. We don't do that too often. Get some sleep. Have a good rest of your weekend.
See, that just reinforces again to me, you gotta do this on your own. We're doing our best not to help you.
Yeah. Yeah. It is certainly a part of it, and that becomes more apparent the more we go on. Okay. First boss fight. You ready?
Let's do this.
The first boss fight is against the woman that we can't kill.
Plot armor.
Isn't that plot armor great?
Bugs everywhere.
I can't tell you how happy I am that you were alive after all. I knew this moment would come. Show yourself and finish me. Like you finished off my father. Otherwise, you'll be the one to die.
Oh, crap.
The Dutch.
That's not him. This could be interesting. You've seen the fires of hell, haven't you? Maybe you can give me death. My name is Fortune, lucky in war and nothing
Who is
else.
she looking or thinking of?
And without a death to call my own.
You'll see. You'll find out.
Kill me, please.
Okay. So, this boss fight is one of the weirdest boss fights in the history of gaming. Because it's not even a boss fight. Like, if you try to shoot her, you can't hit her. So literally all you have to do is just chill for the next 2 minutes. I'm gonna do it in the most humorous way possible.
Sorry, I missed that. So, what else? We each have to survive her?
Yep, pretty much.
You can like,
Alright.
you know, waste a couple bullets just to show them what happens if you want to.
Waste.
We're not wasteful people.
But they're digital bullets. It's not real bullets.
They're real enough to be, Steve.
Okay, Max, I'm sorry.
This is my truth. Plus, what rank you get is contingent.
Oh.
I know it's just 1 or 2, but everyone counts.
Is that true? I don't recall that being part of the response.
It's very true, because when I did my big boss run, you know that part towards...
That's okay.
I can take my headphones off.
Yeah, take it off for a
and just,
second.
go in the bottom right corner and stay there for 2 seconds.
Okay. It's just gonna take 10 seconds. Okay. Yeah, you know that part towards the end of the game where you're standing in the middle of, like that big VR-looking platform on Arsenal gear, and, you're just listening to Solidus talk, and you just are tempted to waste all your bullets? Well, I did there, and I learned that because I did that, I lost my big boss rank.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll have to listen to that. I didn't think there were bullets
Alright,
as part of the run.
You're good, you're good.
Right? Fat Man just contacted us directly.
Fat Man called
Oracle
us?
says he kept trying to punch her the first playthrough. I mean, that makes sense.
He
You
specifically
can't.
asked for
You can
you.
dodge bullets, but you can't dodge an ass whooping.
He's killed off people. Now he's after you.
Why me?
How should I know?
Look, this is really not a good time for this.
The countdown's already begun, right?
Great. How much time do I have left?
I'll show you the count. 400 seconds remaining.
So he's planning on taking this place out.
It looks like he has a different agenda from that of Dead Cell.
What about backup?
None. There's no time.
Which type of explosives is it?
He didn't say.
Max, when you come to Mexico, you just yell to the sky, "Hey, cabron." I do that every morning when I wake up, right?
I'll take over, Queen.
What is it?
It seems our friend Fat Man is out of control.
He'll actually try to destroy this place?
Yes, this could unravel everything we've planned.
But why would he do such a thing?
Who knows?
He's fat.
But he's nothing more than a stereotypical mad bomber now. He's completely lost sight of our ideals. And with it, his loyalty to Commander Jackson.
All right. I'll take care of the wayward soul. It wasn't him.
Unfortunate.
I expected more of this one. Really.
But he couldn't kill you, I see.
Completely useless.
Then he's all mine.
Later. Vamp.
Now!
He spent his time in a box, so no, it couldn't kill him or kill her.
It don't.
Oh, damn. Did that really just happen?
Yep. That's about as G as Ryan's gonna get for the whole game. He uses her bullet dodging skill to shoot Vamp. And he gets him right square in the forehead. That's this game's version of a 360 no-scope.
Are you gone? No, that death was meant for me. Why am I
Was
the
that intentional
only
or
one who
accidental?
can't die?
It was accidental.
I thought so, but I was just
like
Alone again?
I just like pretending it's
Cheated out of
intentional.
Death again? How long will you force me to live? How much longer, Dad? You've punished me enough.
I need to tell Fortune about this little thing called cyanide.
Yeah.
Ever hear of a noose? You want to die that badly.
I thought you could give me peace. But you
But it's
couldn't
as simple
kill
as
me
her
either.
wanting to die outright or be killed in combat.
Yeah, she's trying to go out the honorable way.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
And I so badly wanted Raiden to say, dodge this.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
Now, not that G, game guy.
There's no need for sorrow, Queen. I died once already.
Excuse me now?
I can't die twice.
Is he literally undead?
Hmm.
I wish I could like photograph my face right now.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? Dude, seriously, I remember one of my fondest childhood memories was when I played this game for the first time when I was 8 years old. My cousin Alex was over. We were playing this game, and that cutscene played out. And when he came back to life, I didn't shit my pants, but I was close. Yeah. So we're like 30% of the way into the game, maybe 35%. And you think that's crazy. Just wait. Just fucking wait. Because we still got to get to the most profound moment of all time. That's at the very end of the game. Alright, so we got to go defuse Fat Man's fat-ass bomb. And I have only 7 M9 bullets. How am I gonna... I can beat him. They should have it on helipad. I'm gonna chuck this down a little bit too much for my liking. Alright, come here, big boy. Not too much, though.
Is this gonna have an M. Night Shyamalan style ending?
No, nothing like him. Totally unrelated.
Nothing like that. Okay.
No.
Yeah, it'll be much
There's
better.
no I see dead people.
Well, no, not that kind of stuff, but like, it would not surprise me is if it turns out that this whole thing is still a simulation.
Excuse me. Any goddamn bullets? I don't know how I'm getting. Hopefully there are M9 bullets on the hill. When I was trying to shoot that one guy before, you guys remember earlier on in the stream, the guy that was up top using his binoculars and shit, I wasn't hitting him for some reason. Don't know why. Okay, well at least we have, what, 5 minutes left before the bomb goes off, so let's check around the helipad real quick and then...
Well, on the bright side, this tells me exactly how far the delay is, so 80, boom, it's exactly 14 seconds difference. Okay. Between checking these two, so that helps.
He's... Okay, you know what, I'm just gonna check, if you guys don't mind, I'm just gonna check in the front room real quick, because I do need the bullets to fight Fat Man in a pacifist way. Because I think there are some there, if I'm not mistaken. And then we're gonna fight Fat Man, and then we're gonna... Because we've gone on for almost 3.5 hours, and that's how long the other streams went for. Are those M9 bullets? No, those are chaff grenades. That's an M4. Hmm? We don't see shit. Maybe they're over to the left? I'm just going out here so that guy doesn't catch me. Does the box? No, I don't think it does.
I think that's true, actually, that using the box you walk upstairs faster, if I remember correctly.
Oh.
Yeah.
How did I never know that?
It's one of those speedrunner things, if I'm remembering correctly. I could be totally wrong, but...
Oh, would you stop looking at me? Yeah, when you leave the area and come back in, they forget about you. One of the Metal Gear quirks. Okay, hopefully, I don't know, maybe we can kill, quote-unquote, kill him in 7 bullets to the head. We'll figure it out. And if not, then we'll just have that's the one exception. The pacifist run. Okay. Wish me luck, boys.
You got this.
I got this. Got this. Let me just do one last quick check around here for any... Well, it's 'cause there should be some under here. Oh. Oh. No. No. Alright. We got this. We got this. Knock a fat guy off his feet. We just need to go for the legs. Alright.
Sweep the leg.
Alright, get your fat jokes ready, everybody. I want to see them all in the chat.
No, Fat
yeah,
Man.
yeah, come on.
Fat Man.
Is he Dead Cell? I am Fat Man. I am the greatest that humanity has to offer. And can you hear it? Hear this rhythm? It's the rhythm of time. And life. Don't you love this? I used to hang around department store clock counters.
I love this guy, Patrick.
I seriously want a Fat Man boss in Mega Man now.
But that's the problem, though. You can't use fat as a weapon. Well, I mean,
I'm sure you could. Have you seen the Blob? Let's be honest.
Okay, I'm sure you could find a way. It's true.
The party's about to start.
Don't think fat can be used as a weapon? It can in the bedroom.
Oh, damn.
Wait, isn't he on rollerblades?
Yes, he's on rollerblades.
Let's drink the Stillman, shall we? If you destroy the big shell, you'll
wine.
collect your ransom.
Wine glass.
Ransom?
It is through a straw.
What are you talking
He's drinking
about?
wine through a straw on
$30
rollerblades.
billion in cash.
Yeah, because unfortunately, being that fat, his arms are like a T-Rex. He can't bring them up to his mouth.
So that's what's going on.
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, you'll know soon enough. And I could care less what they plan to do. My ambitions are much more simple. To be the most famous bomber of them all.
You're nuts! No one's gonna give a damn about you.
Oh, yes, they will. I'll go down in history
As a fat
as the man
laugh.
who beat Peter Stillman. That's the only reason I assisted them.
Like hell you beat Stillman. He had your number.
What did you say?
You have nothing of his courage. Or... What are you laughing at?
That croc died a dishonorable death 6 months ago.
6 months ago. The liquidation of Dead Cell.
Call it what you want. Only the right stuff survived that hell. It set me free, you know. Open the way to a new dimension. So that I could become the Emperor among detonation devotees.
You're nothing but a common criminal, and that's the only way people will ever remember you.
How dare you! I'm an
No,
officer!
he'll probably be remembered for being weight a metric
That is why
ton.
I dislike boorish military types. It's time to start the party. This is how it
works.
Wow, he sucked down that wine real quick.
And it'll explode soon after that. If you prefer to stay in one piece,
See what he does to quarter
save
pounders.
Yeah, Max.
Laugh and grow
Laid it on real fat.
Let's move.
I find the dialogue in this game to be really thick, like really dense. You know what I mean? Oh, we have M9 bullets. Okay, good. Thank God.
I was about to say I've never had to go look for bullets before this fight, so.
Let me show you guys how easy it is to fucking take this fat boy down.
Yeah, you know
it
what you're doing.
Oh, jeez. Pretty nimble there.
Alright.
What are you doing?
So, what am I doing? There's auto aim there for a reason. Alright. So, yeah, the strategy is to run after him, get him to fall down by shooting him with lethal weapons. No, don't you one me. Okay. Where did he place it?
Look, your favorite. Explosives.
I only like sour cherry blast resistance. Because my love with explosives. Where is it? There it is. Yep. No deaths.
Oh, Made in Heaven, I would love that. Just from what I've seen in Metal Gear anime.
Yeah, I'd be down.
Yeah, that sounds
These characters are like large enough for life to fit right in with that.
Take a little break from bombs.
Come on, fall off the roof, please. Doesn't count if you fall.
Just mean. You're just bullying the guy now.
It's not my fault that he looks like fucking the male version of Violet from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. See how easy that was? How you like me now, Uncle Fester?
My suit.
Oh, he got ketchup on his suit.
I've nothing to wear to the party.
Yeah, somehow he fell down
party's
and
over
stabbed
for you.
himself, I guess.
That's what you think. What do you mean?
He keeps ketchup packets in big coat there, just in case he needs them.
What did you just do? What is this? I have beautiful hands. These delicate hands can craft works of art. Answer me, what the hell is this?
Oh, you know
It's the
what?
switch for the biggest bomb in
You
the
know who
entire
he reminds me of? Imagine if one of the kids, that one kid from Akira, grew up to be really, really fat.
Once it's activated, there's no stopping the Where did you plant it? Where is it? Somewhere in this area. Don't worry, it's very close by. Where is it? Go ahead, shoot me. I'm already dead. Damn! Think you can find it? When it goes off, it'll take the big show with it. Tell me where I can find the bomb! That's your
Is it on him?
problem. This is the highlight of the party. Bring it on, I say.
Yes,
They'll be
very
happy
good.
too.
Jesus, man.
I die here and start my legend.
How? How'd you figure that out?
I swear he's already played this game and he's
No,
just...
no, his outfit is very bulky.
Yeah,
I'm
you must
assuming
have
it's.
It's literally under him.
Oh, it's under him. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So.
And I've heard that trope before too, where they say, "Oh, it's very close by, closer than you think." That's always a clue to me saying it's right there.
So yeah, we got about a minute and 27 seconds left. But before we do, I just gotta do my usual thing that I do on my every playthrough. Get some. Hey, you like me now? Trying to blow me up,
Dude, Raiden's pretty damn strong there. Shit, man.
I know, right? He's a chubby chaser. That's actually official canon. So here, I'll just. Now that was taken care of. Wait, hold on. One last thing. Wait, no. No. Come on. Right over his head. There we go. Hit some. My early ass. You the fucking Uncle Fester McDonald's eating. Alright. I'm satisfied now. Get frozen.
Okay, so the only question I have was that sitting there the entire fight, or did he was like holding onto it and just threw it under his butt before he sat down, or how did it get there?
I believe the canonical explanation is that he actually shit it out of his body.
Okay,
There it
that
is.
makes perfect sense. No, I
Sure.
promise Omar, this is not my third
Intentionally kept in
playthrough. I've
the
never
dark,
played
I'd say.
this.
He seemed to be coming from a very
Even
different
chat's
place
calling
from
me
the other
out.
terrorists. Right. A lot of
Like,
hostages,
fuck you for
our
figuring that
president
out.
included, are still
Like, we
in
had
danger.
tried 10 times
Keep
before
your
we
mind
figured it out.
focused on protecting them.
What are my
I do have to
orders?
duck out soon, by the way. I
Rescue
need
the
to
president.
get out of here.
We have no idea where he
We're
is.
done. We're
You
just
haven't
gonna
been
finish
in
this
the
code
Central
Okay.
Core
and then,
yet. I suggest you start there.
Wait, I have another call. Want me to take it?
No, I'll go offline. Best to keep our
Big
presence
Smoke
unknown.
is Fat Man mod win? How about a Fat Man mod as Big Smoke?
How you doing, kid?
Pliskin, is everything all right?
Could be better. Looks like I was out cold for a while.
How did you manage to stay alive?
Had a little help from a friend.
Friend?
What about the bomb?
Diffused. And Fat Man, too.
That's good news.
How's Shell, too?
It's a mess. The bomb crippled
Dead man.
H-Strut.
What about the toxins?
Wait, that's another game.
The what?
If the big shell blows up, the explosion is expected to produce massive amounts of toxins.
Never heard anything about that.
Huh?
Well, looks like there's not much danger of that in any case. But the central core is starting to flood. It won't last much longer.
Well, what about the president and the other hostages?
They weren't in Shell 2. They must be in Shell 1.
We need to get the hostages out of here now.
It's too far from Manhattan for a swim.
What about the lifeboats?
There doesn't seem to be any. Doesn't make sense.
So a chopper is our only extraction?
Right. And it comes with a passenger limit. Intel has it that there are about 30 hostages.
It'd take more than a single trip.
We'll have to come back.
Can you pilot a
President
chopper?
isn't another
No,
castle.
but I brought a gearhead with me.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. I'll introduce you later.
Pliskin, I'm on the heliport right now, but I don't see their Harrier. It's out somewhere.
We better move now, then. Our chances with a Harrier after us are close to nothing.
Do you know where the president is?
No, that one's all yours.
The president is at the top of our rescue list. These are our orders, Lieutenant JG.
Your orders, not mine.
What?
See you later.
Liquid Smoke. You picked the wrong house, brother! That's good. Alright. And, somehow we just only knocked him out, but... Anyways. That's it.
Okay.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning into the very first edition of our Metal Gear Solid 2 playthrough. I anticipate that there will be 2 more after this. Probably another full-length one and then a very short one after that. I'm just going to save the game real quickly. We don't have to listen to Rose Nagasan.
What's up?
So what did you think of it so far, Patrick?
Dude, I am invested. I'll be honest.
Well, if you're invested in what's happened so far, you ain't seen nothing yet.
It's just interesting to see Snake take the quote-unquote mentor role in this story. It seems like that's where they're positioning him, at least from Raiden's perspective, or Raiden.
Yeah. You actually do get to see that a little bit more on as the story goes along. And I don't think that's a spoiler. I think it's sort of obvious.
Yeah.
Thanks so much to everybody for tuning in on your Saturday evenings to watch us play this wonderful, wonderful game. Still my all-time favorite game, 20 years on. And thanks to everybody who sent in the super chats. And we'll try to do this again next Saturday. Yeah, I think it'll be too.
I should be good, yeah, next Saturday.
Okay, cool. I might stream Shadow of the Colossus tomorrow. I'm not sure. I think I have maybe just a little bit too much work that I got to do, but I'll let you guys know on Twitter, which you should totally be following me at here. I'll bring that up. Plugs. Bring it up. There we go. So if you guys want to follow me on Twitch, that's where I will be playing Shadow of the Colossus. I won't be playing it on YouTube. That is if I do play it. And also, if you want to be, up to date with everything that's going on in regards to my channel, either follow me on Twitter @MaxDerrat, or follow me, or go to my Discord server. There's a link to that in the description box below. Before we go, just want to thank Patrick, aka Gaming University. Do you want to tell people where they can find you online before we sign out?
Yeah, sure. You can find me at my YouTube channel of the same name. You can also get a hold of me on Twitter. I think it's Gaming University 6. Is the handle on that. You can message me there if you would like to. I'll try to respond to everybody.
And Steve, do you want to tell people where they can find you?
Yeah, youtube.com/LogosSteve and at LogosSteve on Twitter.
Nice, dude. And we got to play Ghost of Tsushima Legends.
We shall, I'm
Very soon.
sure.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. And until my next stream and/or video, just want to remind you, as always, most importantly, don't chubby chase, but also stay yellow. Bye.